Talk about it with Franjez.
Oh shit, we was recording.
Today we have two special guests, returning guests.
One more time.
What happened?
I'm like, you just.
He had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were about to start on us like
That's
that.
the whole point.
Nah.
Everything's okay?
Yeah.
All right, good. Returning guests, Francis Volpe and Nicky Smalls from Snack Time.
What's going on, everybody?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Appreciate
we
you
back,
having us
baby.
back.
We back, baby.
Thank you guys very much for coming back to my
dude.
podcast.
Appreciate it, bro. The first conversation was amazing.
Yes, it was.
We talked about anything from 5 a.m. gym shits to God. That shit was crazy.
Nah, yeah, facts, poops.
Yo, add a little poop.
Had a little poop, you know?
Have you seen that video?
No,
It's
what's
like
that?
Oh
viral,
my
like,
God.
this
So
dude
it's the
talking
poop
about
deli. So this kid did a video on TikTok where he pretends he walks into a deli. He's like in the middle of his kitchen. And he goes, yo, let me get a sandwich with a little bit of poop. And then it just escalates every time he comes back to the deli. So it turns into a smear of poop to a full scoop poop, a double scoop poop. Then
He's like,
again,
yo, let me
a
get
pound
a
of poop.
a bagel with a smear of poop. Yo, but no, so now everybody who's in food,
We get the poop comments.
We get poop comments too. Like, people will be like on our sandwich videos and shit. They'll be like, it could use a little poop.
It's weird. I don't
Yeah.
understand it. It's just
this
constant
weird
state
viral
of
thing
poop.
right now.
And poop's kind of a funny word,
Yeah.
but
We're starting off strong.
poop
I don't know.
combos. All right.
Let's
Cheers. Hold up.
let's take a little bit of cheers.
Cheers.
Got that H2O.
My man got the vegan drink.
I'm like Shaq. I don't drink on camera.
Yeah, because he taking money out of his mama's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about it.
That was smooth.
How have you guys been since the last time you were here?
We've been great.
It's been great.
Honestly, I feel like the last time we were here, it feels like forever ago, but it wasn't that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I don't know, did we start like our YouTube journey at the time?
Nah, we weren't even on YouTube yet.
Like we had
We
the
had
YouTube
the channel,
made.
but we weren't
Yeah.
posting on it yet.
So since then, we've gone really, really heavy in the YouTube Shorts, like full blown, like all out. We kind of like changed the direction, went from Snack Time to Snack Time TV. So we've kind of treating ourselves like a TV channel where we're just posting all types of things, food, right? Us, personality. And I think we're like almost 2 months and we're at 82,000 subs.
No, yeah. Over 18,000 views.
No,
We-
more than that, 18
No,
million.
I mean, yeah, 18 million views.
yeah.
Over 250,000 hours in watch time. We're partnered with YouTube now. So
Yeah, we
do
monetized.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
we appreciate
That's a lot of work. I'm on the same path, so I understand that takes a lot of
Yeah.
work.
No,
No,
we
it
just
does.
went all in on the shorts, man.
Yeah,
and
all in.
and so like we kind of treated YouTube differently though. So like because it's Snack Time TV, we didn't just post our Snack Time reviews. So like we'll showcase like the small businesses to give them a little bit more of visibility. We'll put up like if we just make a sandwich, if we take clips of them making a sandwich, we'll chop it up and put that up to shout them out. Behind the scenes,
whatever it is, like even,
different
like,
personalities coming on. Like if you were to come on with us, like and do a Snack Time, which 100% we'll have
Hell
do,
yeah,
yeah,
let's
we'll
do
do that. You know, we'll create clips beyond just the review to put out there. We'll collab on Instagram. TikTok is like Instagram is like our hub in regards to just where you can interact with us more. YouTube is where we send everybody because that's where our links are. So if someone asks like where can we find you, we say Snack Time TV on YouTube, and then all our links are there. And then TikTok is really where TikTok's a big focus for us right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
we're trying to get TikTok. We're trying to get that to 10K.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
TikTok kind of acts like Instagram now, where growing is difficult. Like
Really?
growing, yeah, man, it's not easy to grow on TikTok anymore. It's not. They've changed it because you get hit with ads left and right. They need to monetize. So YouTube Shorts has been like exponential growth. So we're trying to get to 100K, and I think we'll be in 100K. What is today? Today's January 11th.
Yeah.
I think by end of February.
Definitely.
That's the goal.
100%.
Nice.
Yeah. The channel grows. The channel grows probably about 1 million views every 48 hours, and
Yeah.
about 25,000 views every 60 minutes.
Yeah.
So we try to keep it
Nice.
like we try to grow it as if it was a real like broadcasting station. You know, like we don't use it like social media. We use it as like MTV. Like right now we're broadcasting friggin' Rob Dyrdek fucking Fantasy Factory.
Yeah.
And an hour later we're broadcasting another show. So it's not always a snack time review back to back to back like Instagram more is. But it's a great platform because not only can you be creative on it, we can be more, we could run more tests on it, like as opposed to Instagram. You know, there's more of an audience that's like really like watching us, and it's more of like a social media platform. So people are DMing, they're like always just engaged,
interacting one way or another.
So it's like really with YouTube, you don't really even know who you're putting your videos out to. We don't know really.
We don't know anybody.
Unless like we have a lot of subscribers who are like die hard and they follow up on us all the time.
We have like people that become like fans.
But like other than that, like say we have over 80,000 subscribers and say we get 5,000 comments, like there's another 75,000 people that we don't know. Like, you know, it's not like Instagram where you could just like scroll through the people, DM them, engage, talk to them.
It's a whole different platform.
It's a whole different platform. So it gives us that capability of just freely just throwing it up.
I know you have other questions and stuff, and we're gonna hit on other things. But
no, take your time, go crazy.
And I think this is important to hit on because we have this conversation in private, and like when I speak to like, you know, being that I own a marketing company, and like I talk to clients and I talk to people about this, like we don't see ourselves as foodies. Like we started this out to highlight small businesses, and it's kind of taken its own route. It's becoming its own thing.
Bro, since the last time we've seen you, Snack Time has literally evolved into a whole nother like animal right now. Like it's ridiculous because it's just like right now, so things are different on like Instagram. So it's like more like on Instagram, you don't really have to follow someone that you like. Like if you notice, like all you have to do is just scroll through your news feeds, and you're gonna see the people that you like that are suggested to you that Instagram thinks you like, and 90% of the time they're correct.
Yep.
And you don't really ever follow them. Like how many people do you keep up with on Instagram that you don't even follow?
A lot, probably.
A lot.
Or TikTok,
like,
same thing. It's algorithm. It's
just
based off what you watch and like.
But like right now, like the growth of Snack Time, especially on just like Instagram alone, like we're cracking like insane views, and like the views, the likes, and the comments aside, the best part about it is that we're generating income and sales for the businesses that we're doing these reviews for. And that's the craziest part to it, because it's like it's cool to get views, but the coolest part is like a lot of these businesses reach out to us afterwards and they're like this video did a lot for us.
Yeah, or like we go into them and check in if we're together and we're like, oh, let's check in and pop in and, you know, maybe get something to eat from them. They always say like, you know, everyone kind of at that sense treats us like family, because they're like, you know, thank you so much for highlighting us and putting us on, because that's what it's about, right? That's what Snack Time was built on. But to my point, we don't see each other as foodies, because, like, you know, Nicky himself markets for Iconic. He markets for himself. I market for myself, and I help clients market. So, like, if it wasn't food, we would have found something else that worked. It just, food happened to hit. And now that we also are, you know, small business owners, it just fits the threshold. But it doesn't necessarily mean that, like, we, like, Snack Time.
We're just personalities.
Yeah,
you know,
but like
we're the voice of Westchester.
Yeah, like
small businesses that don't have a voice, we're the voice for them.
And it doesn't even have to be the food aspect. Like, we can go into, honestly, I think at this point, we can go into we can walk into a nail, like, I don't know, what's a good example? We go walk into like a mechanic shop and like get our car worked on and just create some type of skit utilizing Snack Time. But because it's us and how we're creating these personas and showing ourselves and having fun, people are watching. Like, we did the tattoo video for Hector, and like, we didn't think anything of it.
They just
threw it up. They just filmed it, and we just threw it up, just being ourselves. And the video did really well, and they got some traction from it, and people reaching out from the video. So it's been really, really cool. And it's like, I think now we've realized that the direction that we're going is the right direction, but we're learning. Like, every time we create content and like we're thinking about what we're gonna shoot and, you know, how we're gonna do it, like, we're thinking about these things days and weeks before. You know, it's not just like, yo, let's make things up in the moment. It's like, yo, what could the hook be for this video so that this business gets more attention and that we're also working on our craft, because at the end of the day, the better we get at what we do, the better I can help my clients and the better he markets Iconic.
Exactly. So. And when we do these reviews, we don't guarantee anything.
Yeah, we can't.
You know, it's not like we go and saying like, hey, we're going to come review your donuts. They're going to go viral. No. You know, we try our best and we go into each place and we do like upwards of 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 6, 7 reviews, and that gives you 7 chances to really
and they're posted on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
No, exactly. And we have a friend who's just opening up a restaurant in Mount Kisco.
Yeah,
it's called Getaway Car. It's going to be a fire spot, but he's kind of like a cool experiment for me and friend, because he's a restaurant who's starting from
scratch.
The beginning, from scratch, and we're close friends with him. So we have the opportunity to help him and like push his name out there. Not really like showcase him over another business, but we do have connections where we could give him relationships with other people. Business is all about relationships at the end of the day, you know. And
we've been able to, you know, kind of stack these relationships together where, you know, we can introduce people to each other. It's just like, honestly, the best part about all this is like, it's a creative outlet, honestly, for myself, and I know it is for him, because we're both creatives and we love to create. But it's really the people we've met. Like, we have met some of the most genuine, amazing, down to earth individuals, man. Like, it's such really incredible. Owners. It like, really is
entrepreneurs.
Incredible.
Like, just everybody is just brilliant, you know, like
in their own way.
100%.
That's honestly been, and like, yo, we connected with you through this, so it's like, it really has been, for me personally, just the meeting the right people and just in creating. I don't know, man. Like, relationships are so important, and I tell people all the time, it's like, success is not based off intelligence. It's based off work ethic, and it's based off the relationships that you can build and how genuine you can be. And when you do those things, like, someone can be more intelligent than you, but people don't want to deal with them.
Yeah.
So, like, when you're able to show your work ethic and show that you care about a relationship, like, that is when people are like, these are the dudes. These are the 100%. Guys.
And as we grow, it just gets better, because I'm noticing now. So it was like when we first started, it was like we would walk into a business. They didn't know who we were. We would order our food. We would go do our review. Maybe they might have seen us, but they don't really speak to us and stuff like that. But now we'll go into a business and the business owners are excited to have us there. And that opens them up to really like opening up to us, you know, and that's the best part.
Convos.
The real conversations, finding out the backstories, finding out like the meat and potatoes of the whole entire business, and it's just really dope. Like, you know, like there was a day that we had a review in White Plains at an empanada place, and it just so happened that
something happened with
something happened, so we had to move the review a couple of weeks, so we had an extra hour. We usually book all of our reviews, so everything is scheduled. We do pop-ups from time to time, but a lot of from the second that we did our first video, it flourished into everybody reaching out to us. Like, there's been rare occasions that we'll like reach out to a business to go to it, and that's not because we don't want to. It's because the people request us to come in so quickly that we book them, and before you know it, it's like we don't even have time anymore. Yeah. We literally do 10 to 12 to 14-hour days every single Saturday.
Yeah, some of the days are really fun.
It's a real work day.
Like, yeah, they're long. They're long with all the travel and stuff like that, and then we're talking to people and trying to build relationships. But you know what? I wouldn't trade for the world. Like,
that's the coolest part about it. Like, every single Saturday when we do these reviews and we finish, even if it's like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, as we're driving home, like, we're just like,
yeah, we met some really cool fucking people today.
And not only that, it's just like,
it's fun.
That's the word.
And it's it's fun. And not only is it fun, it's very just like it gives you just this great accomplished feeling, because it's like, as things grow and you're seeing it grow right before your eyes. Like, just the other day, we started our day. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We go to Stan's Cafe to do a review. We're standing on the corner. It's freezing. We're setting up the camera, and a car full of people drive by with their window open. They're like, "Snack time! Love you guys!"
Yeah.
And then literally like 3 hours later, we go to Gianna's Deli on Midland Avenue, and we're doing a review behind the counter.
This was really humbling.
And one of the customers waiting in line to order a sandwich noticed that we were back there, and he literally jumped out of line to come over to us, and he was like, guys, I love you guys. I support all your stuff. He was like, and I got your back with like Beachmont or whatever with the wings. Like he was just on it. He was watching
Candlelight.
all of our Candlelight. I'm sorry.
He liked Candlelight.
Yeah. He's like,
but he wanted to take a photo with us, and it was really cool.
He pulled us around the counter. He took a photo with us, and it was just an amazing, humbling feeling. And it's like, yo, when he tagged us in that, we followed him back.
Yeah, it was cool. It was honestly it was super humbling, man. And but honestly, it's not really about that. It's just like if the bigger that this grows and the more reach that it gets, the more we can actually help these businesses.
And as many people as we can impact. Like, do you know how many people tell us that they're following our journey? Like they're following along with our
like they'll go to the places
they're following these places. Like I speak to people like, so I used to do construction before I owned businesses, so I haven't been in really the work field as an employee in a long time, and I speak to like all of my old coworkers and people I haven't spoke to in 6 years. They're like, we're at work saying, you know what time it is? It's snack time, baby.
Yo, I was on a podcast recently. Shout out my David. And he said that he literally, to get his like daughter to take a nap, he'll be like, you know what time it is? Nap time. So it's like it's a really cool, humbling thing. But I sometimes hate going too deep about ourselves. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. It's just really developing.
Friend's trying to say yesterday's price is not today's price.
Nah.
That's what he's humbly saying that. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
I like that.
Dude, we're just honestly, we're two guys that are just having a lot of fun.
Yo, we're having mad fun.
That's
like,
really
yo, we're having fun with you. Like if it wasn't for snack time, we wouldn't even know who you were.
I appreciate you guys including me in the fun.
Absolutely,
you guys,
bro.
You guys always happy. You guys, because it is fun. That's why you guys are always happy and enjoying the moment because what you guys do is fun.
Yeah, it is. And bro, and like a lot of people say like our dynamic and like Nicky and I, like we have a very similar mindset, but we are two totally different people. We've been raised differently. Like right now I look like a dad that came off of, like that's going to pick up his kid from fucking like soccer
and I'm dressed
practice.
in the 90s.
And Nick's in the 90s.
I got the extra large hoodie.
You know,
yeah.
like,
can't even see his legs.
Got the baggy pants. We back in the 90s.
But like that's what makes us. You know, and people tell us like we're two totally different people and we're just having a fucking blast, man. That's
we're having a good time.
That was a heavy intro, guys.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm trying to accumulate all the questions as you guys go.
Yeah.
I want to go back to YouTube.
Yeah.
You guys, why are you strictly doing the shorts?
So shorts right now, it's just like, so being that we're so involved in like learning about these platforms, like YouTube is owned by Google. Google is the #1 search engine on the planet.
Facts.
YouTube is #2. So the way we looked at it is with Google putting so much money into YouTube and they're competing with their platform against Instagram and against TikTok, and obviously they all have tons of money, but being that also when you type into Google, best sandwich in Westchester, or where can I get a really good quesadilla in Westchester County, there's a good chance that you find us on that search. So we were like, you know what?
YouTube's true. If you Google a lot of the places we review, if you click images, our pictures come up.
Our picture comes up. So like that's another way for people to see us. And so like on top of that, we just saw the amount of traction that our videos are getting there and the subscribers coming in, and that the fact that like it's untapped potential. We're like, yo, YouTube is, and it's also just like, Instagram is more manufactured, meaning that like I'll speak for both of us. We care a little bit more about what our feed looks like. TikTok, we don't give a shit. YouTube, we really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So like we just post. Like we post I think anywhere from 3 to 4 times a day.
No, yeah,
YouTube.
100%.
So it's about 120 posts is our goal a month on YouTube.
And to piggyback and segue off your question real quick, so the reason why we chose shorts over long form is because
sorry.
He told you the analytics of like the reason why we're on YouTube.
I understand.
And the reason why we went shorts is because we could really like content vomit people. Like all over, like you know. So like long form, we're not going to throw up 4 30-minute videos like every single day, you know.
Yeah, and it's also
we're perfectionists, but like look, we're perfect. Yeah, exactly. And like another thing is like we're perfectionists when it comes to content sometimes. Like, you know, he's a little bit more like, let's get it done and throw it out. But like, we balance each other out when it comes to content all the time. And that's why we give each other like such amazing suggestions. You know, I thank God that I have him. He thanks God that he has me. So really, when it comes down to it, is that the long form is coming. Yeah. Trust us. It's just that we want to put money, production, and quality behind it.
Oh yeah,
it's not going to be no bull BS. It's going to be straight up reality TV, BTS, walk with us style. Yeah. We're going to be on a tour bus, sprinter bus, like snack time on the side. Like, I promise you. I promise you, it's coming.
We've talked about the long form in depth, and like I'll talk about it here. It's kind of a good segue. So we have new segments coming out. So like we've been doing snacking with Snack Time.
Logos coming. We got the whole team going right now.
Yeah, so
the team is going right now. It's moving. It's a machine.
Yeah. So
it's turned into a machine.
It has. No, it has.
It's a machine. Really, like, yo, when we sleep, so after the monetization with YouTube, that was big for us because it's like, listen, like, we've all wanted to be YouTubers since we were kids, no matter what. Any of us, if you grew up in the YouTube era, you wanted to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And like, to be able to get into the building, like, and be there, like, and be able. Now we're not in the
waiting area.
Yeah, we're in the waiting area, but we're not standing outside no more. We're not looking through the window. You know, we're not like, please let us in. We're inside. At least they open up the door. Come in, guys. So we're in. We're generating income. It's not crazy money. I'm not saying YouTube's paying us millions, but from the day we got monetized forward, we will always be paid to eat food. No matter what.
Which is kind of crazy. And
that's a crazy way to think about it.
It is. Like, but in regards to like the different segments we have going on, so like we were like, okay, and I talked to my clients about this. You have to be dynamic, right? Because at the end of the day, you are the product, right? You really are. So we developed this kind of, it's the TV show mentality where we're like, okay, we have Snack Time where we do reviews. Then we were like, but what else can allow us to show us? So Nicky actually came up with the name. It's called Snacking with Snack Time. So now we cook at these different places, right? So like we'll cook food, or like we were just recently a butcher. We pretend to be a butcher at P&D Prime Meats in Yonkers.
We were bad employees.
We were very bad employees. So then there's Snacking with Snack Time. So like this weekend, I know this will air later, but like this weekend, we're going to be cooking. We're going to be making a sandwich at Nicky's apartment, and we're going to be cooking some steak. So now
home cooking shit.
But then we have Snack Wars. Like if you saw the wing video between Beachmont and Candlelight, that's
and
Snack
halal,
Wars.
Halal.
And Halal, but that was the only two. Both of them went crazy. Now the third one, though, is called Snack Talk, where we're going to go to like Cross County or go to the city, and we're going to have a microphone just like this, and we're going to interview people on the street strictly about
questions,
food.
Yeah.
So, but now it's that TV show mentality, and that is really where we're going with this. So we have different like as we're talking, we have different logos being made. So like we're really trying to showcase and like inspire people that like you could do this
and brand yourself.
We have full-time
brand
jobs.
Yourself and brand yourself as yourself. Like be able to make yourself be seen. Like if you're accumulating hundreds of thousands, millions of views, why not brand yourself at it? Like
why not you?
Why not you? No, it's a true thing.
This
and
guy's
like,
good.
You know, it's so true.
It's a skill, bro. It's like this is a muscle. Like people have to realize. Like I'll look at the camera. If you want to build a brand, you have to work the muscle, and it's 100%. Not overnight. Like this shit is not overnight. Like I don't think like that's why I explain to people all the time. I'm like Nicky and I like when we come up with these things, like we're talking about Snack Time, and thank you, sir. I probably annoy the living shit out of my girlfriend, Marlene. I love you because I talk about this all the time. But like, we love it. Like there's nothing more.
Saturday, there's no, so listen, no matter what.
But it's also just creating.
Saturday is pinpointed to Snack Time. No matter what. We book out probably a month and a half. A month and a half in advance.
I can't do week to week. It drives
me
nuts.
Yeah. So it's like basically the beginning of the month, we start booking basically into the next month. So we book about four places a week, every single Saturday, and every place we go to, we try to do at least 2 to 3 reviews for them. Some of the places get really excited, and they start bringing out the whole entire menu, which is super dope.
Everyone's nervous. I get
Yo, tell them we didn't even finish the empanada story. Yo, so we go listen.
We took over the whole podcast.
We go. Yo, we're going to a review. We're going to do this review. The empanada
excited. This is what happens.
The empanada place is like, yo, we got to reschedule. No problem. That's so cool. We still went and we did the review.
Great empanadas though.
Fire spot. Shout it out.
El Artesano.
Fire. White
empanadas
Plains,
in White Plains.
Super
baked
empanadas.
Fire.
We still did the review, but they couldn't have us that day, which was so super cool. But this was the first day in probably like months that me and Fran had a gap, and we were like, "Oh shit,
to do it ourselves.
Let's go do a pop up." So we go pop up, and we pop up on Mr. Cold Cuts on Yonkers Avenue. Fire.
You know where that is?
It's across the street from City Lights. Two legendary, iconic places.
This is how you hold on real quick. This is how you know Yonkers is massive, because I swear people on one side of Yonkers have no idea what's on the other side.
It's on Yonkers Avenue.
Bro, I know.
Is it the deli with the little parking lot in front of it?
No. So that I know that it's down.
Have
the
you
block
been to
from
both
there.
Dunwoody and Gino's Pizza?
Yo, it's the
of course.
have you been to City
There's
Lights?
people that don't even know where Gino's is.
Of course,
but that's how big Yonkers is.
I've been going to Gino's.
But that's how big Yonkers is. So the fact that he didn't know where Mr. Cold Cuts is, it doesn't surprise me.
Wait, so
anymore.
do you know
name
where
Mr. Cold Cuts? It looks familiar.
You know where
right on
City
Yonkers
Lights
Ave.
Yes,
is?
of
Right
course.
across the street.
Directly across the street.
Across the street
You
is a
could
bank.
spit.
To the left. To the left.
To the left of the bank.
Yes.
Okay, I know.
Yes,
I've never
to
been
the left
there.
of the bank.
There's a
I've never
parking
been
lot in the
there.
back.
So it's
Okay, in the back there's a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now you're gonna drive by. It's you. Listen, my whole
I'm
family's from
gonna definitely
Yonkers.
go there.
Mr. Cold Cuts has been there for a long time. That was my first time ever walking in there.
You see what I mean?
all right. So I've been going there since it's a really old school Italian spot, and it's dope. I've been going there since
really
I was
cool.
a kid.
Owner's
My
really cool.
grandmother lived across the street from the Raceway her whole life, so I was always like in that area sometimes. So I would always be in Mr. Cold Cut. So we walk in, pop in, and we didn't expect anybody to know who we were, and that's why we were kind of excited. So we were like, all right, let's go do a bacon, egg, and cheese. We'll do another sandwich. We walk inside. The guys walk to the counter, lean on it. We've been waiting for you.
Some Batman shit. Like some Batman shit.
Dramatic.
It was pretty funny.
Yo, we've been waiting for you.
but
Yo,
yo,
they showed love. We showed love. They came out with the works. They brought their best. They came out with some fire sandwiches, bacon, egg, and cheese. They did a sausage, egg, and cheese
That
with fucking
sweet Italian sausage.
sausage.
That was good.
It was a mix between breakfast and the San Gennaro feast.
It was
like
good.
dead serious.
That's how he described it. It was perfect.
Serious.
But that was the story.
That's nice.
Back to
Yo,
the story.
so last time you brought over a very nice cigar.
Baccarat.
Yeah.
Shout out Pops. That's his favorite.
Brother, can I steal some water from you?
You see him right there. Got the whole gallon.
I thought they were
Pour up. Go crazy. So this time
The other one's open.
I stopped at the cigar spot, Mom Cigar.
Oh, Moms. Shout out Moms right on Central Ave.
And I always like to support. I'm Dominican. I like to support Dominican cigars.
Okay.
So I always go to the Dominican section.
I like
I
it.
picked something I never had. This is called La Flor Dominicana.
Ooh.
And this is the Coronado.
What's it supposed to taste like? Does it say on there?
Oh, actually, I'm on the website. Let's see.
Let's see. Maybe a little taste action. What it's got. What we're expecting.
Let's see if they
What the
have
heck was that?
details.
my whole body, bro. I'm 32. I don't even remember how old I am.
You're
At
33.
this point.
I
Am
remind
Wait,
Nicky-
when did I turn 33?
You're 33. Are you not older
Light
than
up
Jerry?
while I try to find
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you're 33. Your birthday's in, is it not in February?
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, so
Same
you're
day as
turning,
Michael Jordan.
you're turning 34. I have to remind Nicky his age.
Yo, I'm dead ass about to call my wife because I think you're wrong, bro. Don't add any year to my life right now.
Aren't you born the same year? What are you, 90 what? No, you're 89.
I'm 91.
Yeah, you're 33.
I'm 91, guys.
You're 1991?
Yeah. It's February 17th.
So then you're
19th.
turning
Hold on,
33.
let's ask Siri. I think Siri is smart enough for this at this point, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Siri, how old am I if I was born February 17th, 1991?
32.
Damn, she doesn't have an answer.
Type in. You have ChatGPT? Who's got Chat? You got ChatGPT?
Bro, just Google the
Said ChatGPT, we need other brains. Yo, this is where the world's come to, guys, and this is another thing we got to break down.
All right, so
Stay
Yo,
away
this is
from the
horrible. I'm
phones.
sorry, bro. This podcast, people are going to watch this and be like, yo, these kids are on crack.
they've been shut it off. Let's continue.
Oh, you're 32. You're 32. Are you sure you're born in 91, bro?
Yeah, 100%.
You don't seem positive.
No, I'm 1991, bro.
I thought you were 33.
I've been born in 1991.
Because didn't Jerry just turn 33?
Oh, maybe Jerry's older than me.
The flavor,
okay,
is astounding.
That's all it said.
Literally,
that's all. That's all we get.
That's all you got.
What does that mean?
The wrapper is Ecuadorian Sumatra with a
there's a lot of crazy
Dominican
stuff going on.
filler.
There's a lot of stuff going
Dominican tobacco, Ecuador. Yeah,
a lot of stuff going on in Ecuador.
How much do you know about it?
Not that much. There's a lot of killings.
You heard about this stuff?
The president's trying to stop
the Mexican cartel is part of this drama.
Yeah,
they took hundreds of people hostage.
They've been
from a radio station. I mean, no, from a TV station.
Nah, yeah, but fucking, we don't gotta talk politics.
No, we don't have to talk about that.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's just scary.
That's so crazy. It's insane. My heart goes out to everybody though.
So you guys lightly mentioned when you have the name Snack Time, but you don't only want to focus on food. So it doesn't limit you, but
so wait, no, he wasn't saying that we weren't going to only focus on food. He was saying basically like if it wasn't food, it could have been anything.
It could have been. We could have been changing tires.
Like, because honestly, like me and Fran have been talking about doing something together with content for a long time. Even before it was content, it was like me and Fran always knew we had to at least have a business or something together. It was just we were just too much like-minded, especially with his business partners too. Like we're just like if you saw me, Fran, and his business partners at like dinner together, you'd think we were like almost all business partners because like now we're all like super close. We're all like great friends. We all know a lot about each other, and like we're all on the same exact journey, like with the same goal, no matter what industry we're in. Like, you know, when we first met, like they were just starting out in the marketing industry, and I was just starting out in the lash industry. You know, two total different points in the world, but we came together and we just knew that we had the same goal. You know, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
But like for us, like the fact, like this, we treat Snack Time like a job.
It is a job.
It is a job.
Listen, go through my Google Calendar every Saturday, repeatedly forever. Yeah. It says Snack Time. Even if July isn't booked right now, it's still booked as Snack Time for a full day until that day gets booked.
And
by
like
businesses.
and we'll take time off though because like
we took a hiatus in December,
like 2 weeks
to the family. It was nice.
For 2 weeks, it was really nice.
Almost 3. It was almost 3. One day we shot a giveaway, but we didn't do food for 3 weeks. Yeah.
My question is the name being Snack Time, but everything you don't want to do is food. You want to do other stuff.
So,
right?
So realistically, so I think my point is that Snack Time, meaning us, could really go to any business because like that's the thing.
We could do anything with it.
It's interesting. So it's interesting, right? So Snack Time is associated to Nicky and I. It's not necessarily associated to just food. So when people think Snack Time, they think us. So therefore, it's like we could probably go and play mechanics in a skit and them say, yo, it's Snack Time. But like we're mechanics, but we're Snack Time, if that makes sense.
It does make sense, but just the word snack
of course.
What throws people off because it automatically means food.
But listen, you know what? When you type in Snack Time in Google, we're going to be the first thing that pops up.
Yeah.
All right?
But realistically,
I like it. I like it.
But realistically, like food.
That's the goal.
Food is hit. Food, like, bro, we're going to be doing food. So, like, for example, like the long form content, right? Like we were talking about that. The long form content, like our plan,
it's gonna be a movie.
Our plan is, like Nicky said, though, is that we want to also get the restaurants and the people that we've done content with involved, utilizing, for example, let's say we go to like Pax Romana, shout out Paulie, and we go to Pax Romana and we use his restaurant for season 1 and we shoot 4 episodes there where we have you on. It's like, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of the Snack Time podcast, sponsored by Pax Romana, located in White Plains, New York, and powered by Why Not You Media and Iconic Lash Lounge and Iconic Beauty Suites. And today we have Franjez on, and we're going to be talking all things business, life, food, while cooking Pax Romana's famous dish, penne alla vodka with chicken cutlet, like whatever it is.
Each season sponsored by a new business.
Yeah, so like these are the ideas we're developing, but we don't want to just do it to do it.
It has to be done right.
Yeah, if we're gonna do it, we might have 200,000 subs by the time we do it. Like it just
100%.
We have to do it right. So
yeah, everything has to
to
be
your
done
point is that snack time can open up opportunities to other things, and like that's just like how you watch like these other influencers that are growing, right? Like Kujin, right? Kujin started out with just food. Now he's doing stuff for the New York Knicks,
facts,
and the New York Giants. There's no food involved. With the
but
Knicks.
that's why it piggybacks off of what me and Fran were saying in the beginning. Be a personality. You know, it's great to like. You got to be a personality because that's what you could really monetize off of and like create long term like money off of.
But this is all marketing, man. That's the thing. Yeah. It goes back to the point. Like Nicky and I are not foodies. Like I'll have a conversation with another food. No, we're not. Like,
no, we're not.
Like, people think like it sounds crazy, but like realistically, like. This all started like I said, like if food wasn't it would have been something else. We would have found something else to make it work. So like when we have conversations with other foodies, yeah, we'll talk about places that we've been, but we're two marketers that found a creative outlet that works.
We
that
love food.
That we love food,
and
so
we have
works.
good palates
but,
too. I'm not gonna front. We do have good palates, and we do know great spots.
Yeah, we do. At this point, like we do know good places that have good food. But like someone said to us recently, like they were like, "Look, you guys could be changing a tire, and I'll watch the content because it's you. It doesn't have to be food." So that just goes.
It's humbling to get those kinds of comments, and not even comments in person too. Like his friend told us this.
Yeah.
You know,
So like think about it, bro. When you're building out a podcast, right? This long form, you usually do it here. But realistically, when you start to get a fan base and people start to love you don't have to be sitting here. They're not watching you because of your set. You could be walking down the street in your underpants, kid, and like literally, like someone's gonna watch you. You could be brushing your fucking teeth and doing a podcast. So it's like when people start to like you, and the perfect example is like, look at Mr. Beast, look at Logan Paul, look at what they're doing. Like I'm not saying we're not at that level, not even fucking close. I'm like humble myself here, but like if you look at what Mr. Beast is doing, the guy just made videos. That's all he did. But to get where he is now, to now have Beastables, have a burger, have a merch line, have this. Do you understand it's been 14 years? Like, I don't think people like conceptualize that. 14 years. Yes, he's making a ton of money from YouTube, but do you understand the level that his brand is at now with a product behind it, and he's selling the #1 chocolate in the fucking country?
And how much work and how much grind.
Oh my God, bro.
Even though it's been 14 years, he hasn't been Mr. Beast for 14 years.
No, now he's Mr. Beast.
A lot of people, you got to realize, is you call him an overnight success, but there was a lot of time, hard work, and effort like behind that overnight success. Like sometimes it could take you 10 years, 15 years to be an overnight success.
I said this to my boy last night, okay? I said to him, I go, you speak to any person that has had the ability to generate, like millions and millions of views, grow a social presence and grow a brand. You sit them in the room, you're going to ask them, like, don't let them sugarcoat it. Like, any person that has been able to accomplish that, they'll just say, oh, I'm just consistent. No. They have a fucking method. There's a reason why they do the things that they do. There's a reason why they have product placement the way they do. There's a reason they speak the way that they do. There's a reason they shoot the way that they do. There is a legitimate science behind this stuff. You think Mr. Beast just goes out there and says, roll the camera? Absolutely fucking not. Are you kidding me, bro? Every one of his videos has probably been strategized for months.
His videos have hundreds of cameras.
Hundreds of cameras.
Millions of dollars
behind it.
Their
but
production.
That's what people don't understand. I don't care. Bro, the creators who have hundreds of thousands, 200,000, 300,000, whatever the fuck it is, subscriber count. Like, you have a strategy. Mm-hmm. Do you? Like, tell me you don't. Tell me you
Wednesday!
Don't. Yeah. But beyond that, bro. But that's
every Wednesday, 6 p.m., you come here, you watch my podcast.
Come with
at
us.
6 p.m. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Please comment. Please share it. I appreciate it very much.
But it goes even beyond
this
that, bro.
the Franny, Franjez, and Nicky Small show now.
Yeah.
Take
every
over.
Wednesday.
But if you really think about it, you got to think about the strategy that you have. We're sitting here in your studio, smoking cigars. You're drinking a beer. I got a coffee. What's the strategy? It's laid back and relaxed. That's a strategy.
It's
you didn't just fucking.
It's laid back and relaxed, baby.
From my point of view, my strategy is the lighting.
Yo, I don't know if anybody knows this, but Franjez is wearing boxers right now.
you out.
Yeah, he's butt naked underneath that desk. Like,
PG. It looks PG. It looks PG though from here.
But yeah, bro, there's a strategy behind everything. Everyone's a mad scientist, bro.
100%.
You know, like I love
our
this.
strategy is just to give it to the rawest, the best, the most consistent, and that's it. Like
Sausage King of fucking Chicago over here.
Yeah.
What up, Abe?
Abe, yo, shout out Abe.
So, what do you think is the process of building a personal brand?
All right, number one, be yourself. Authentically yourself. Do not fabricate and create a persona that is not you. Because what happens is that when you grow and you get bigger by putting on a persona and fabricating and putting on a facade, that will catch up to you. That's short-term thinking, and I'll tell you why. Because if someone sees a video of you and you act a certain way, and that's what they expect to get when they meet you. So now when they come and meet you and you're not that way, you just lost a fan. You need to be authentic. Like when people watch our videos, the way I am, where I'm a little bit more serious, that is how I am. You can ask Nicky. Nicky's more of, you know, like he's a little bit more loud or a little bit more funny, will crack a joke. Like what you see is what you get. So when you meet us in person, yes, we're nice, we're humble, but like that's who we are. So that's number one. You have to be authentic as fuck. Like, yes, when the camera comes on, you might put on a little bit like of a showman hat. But like if you are not that person when someone meets you, it's going to catch up to you. Make your money and get out the game quick because eventually that's going to catch up to you.
Yeah, don't make people regret meeting you. That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
You know? You never want somebody to be like, I'm really upset that I met my hero.
Yeah.
You know?
and second, I would say, when it comes to personal brand, is talk about things that you enjoy and know a lot about. Like, create content that allows that authenticity to shine.
And something you could be obsessed with.
Yeah.
You know, like, if it doesn't show through the camera, like, me and Fran talk about it all the time because we look back on our videos to plan future, like look at little things that we would like to change on, strategize, all that stuff.
Yep.
But one thing you will notice about all of our Snack Time episodes is that whether if it's just me or Fran or me, Fran, and a guest or two, it's the comfort that you see through the camera radiates.
Yes.
It looks like that we actually are there. We actually have a relationship. There's a relationship being built, and you could just feel it through the camera.
It's real friendship.
Yeah.
So those are the two top things. And then the third one is so much of marketing, man. And most of my talks, honestly, 7 days a week, is really about mindset. So you also have to, third, is callous your mind to the fact that you're going to get hate. You are going to get people that are going to have things to say. They're going to have opinions. They're like assholes. Everyone's got one. Okay? And if you're not willing to deal with that, excuse me, and just say, fuck what they have to say and move on, you're never going to break through those barriers. And I'll be fully transparent. When we first started getting the traction, like the millions of views on videos, and the comments were absurd, I would get fucking mad and want to comment back. And I'd be like, and I would respond to some people. We both would, right? Let's be honest.
There was a time where we both would, 100%.
Now, when those types of comments come in, we ignore it.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it. So the first
and it's a lot, but that's because so many, so it's like you hit this threshold, and then once you start like leaving your town with videos, like, because like I notice a lot in the middle of the night, we get a lot of hate comments from like different countries and like Italy and stuff like that.
Wherever,
that's not an Italian sandwich. You guys wouldn't know Italian food if it hit you in the face.
And
that's coming from someone in Italy.
The Yankee
no,
socks.
yeah. So it gets to the point where it's like you don't even look at it anymore, and it's just like
you can't.
Whatever. And it happens to both of us. It's like I'll call a friend and be like, "Can you believe this motherfucker said that?" And I'll be like, "Yo, forget about that shit." And then he'll like, call me, say the same thing. I'll be like, "Yo, just forget about that fool. Like they have no life, you know."
Yeah.
So it's like, but that is the best part about it, because those are the people that are gonna hate you into a bag.
Facts. So to reiterate, 1, be yourself authentically. 2, create content you can become obsessed about. And 3, don't allow yourself to be discouraged. And 4, be consistent. Treat yourself like a fucking TV show.
We never missed a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday since the day we started Snack Time.
I don't care if we have to post 8 o'clock at night.
If we have a plane, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
I don't give a fuck if somebody has to hop on a plane. You got to go to a fucking wedding, a funeral, a fucking anywhere. We're getting that post is going out to the public.
We plan ahead.
100%.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, it's always happening.
That was
Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. You will always see Snack Time, baby.
Long-winded answer. Nice. There you go.
I like it.
They didn't want Snack Time every Tuesday.
They didn't want it. Shout out DJ Khaled.
But we made it happen.
What's the difference between a business brand and a personal brand?
So there is a difference, but also at the same time.
Well, you have a better. But hold on. I'm gonna allow Nicky to take this question because you've built the iconic brand in a very strategic manner. So I'm going to allow you to take this question because the reason why I have a different answer, not a different answer, but like I'm going to allow him to take it is because the way we built Why Not You Media was through our personal brands.
Exactly.
So we help build business brands.
Backdoored.
Yeah, so we have the ability to
He front doored, I backdoored.
Pause. No homo. So like we have the ability to work and build a business brand. Don't get me wrong. We work with businesses where we just build the business brand. We always try to implement a personal brand into the business at some point, right? Because it helps create a humanization to the brand. But I'm going to allow Nicky to talk about what he did for Iconic because he built a business brand with Iconic, and then him and Sandra kind of like, I would say you guys piggyback off Iconic, where my partners and I, Tony and I being more face forward, Michael's more behind the scenes, we went personal brand first, and then Why Not You Media piggybacked off us.
Exactly.
So I'll let Nicky take that.
So basically with us, with Iconic, so the difference in building like a personal brand and a business brand is basically it's similar aspects. You got to apply the same exact tools, but there's some differences. You know, you're building a business brand. Nobody wants to see you out Friday night smoking hookah with your friends and stuff like that. Yeah. So there's the separation right there between your business brand and your personal brand. Exactly. So with us, with Iconic, we had to really showcase the brand, but also use the story underneath to make it flourish. So now we're
marketing is storytelling.
Exactly. So we started this when we were kids, you know, like I was 27 years old when we started Iconic, you know, and my wife was 25. So it was just like, we're 2 young kids who should literally be just starting our life in like the career, you know, but like we decided to literally throw everything away and just start a business. So now we're 2 kids who put our whole entire life savings. Well, the day we opened the doors, we had literally like $400 on our bank account, and we went to the bank, cashed it out, put it into the cash register. Like the day we opened, me and my wife couldn't even go celebrate and have dinner. Like, that's how much we put on the line for this place. So we really wanted to show the world that. So on social media, we were building the brand, but we were showing the behind the scenes in the beginning before we were even open of basically 2 young kids staying in a business till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, painting walls, spackling, putting doors up, doorknobs, doing real work. Like we didn't have the kind of money where we could just have a team.
But when you guys even started, like I remember when we first met you, we connected with you through the Iconic page because like he was building like Nicky.
Wait,
was
so
growing.
let me get into that. Yeah, so that was the beginning. There's a whole formula. It's not just you do one thing. You could go onto YouTube and type in all this stuff and get these how-tos, but when it comes down to it, real success and real growth is never just one it's not, there's never one secret sauce to it. It's always multiple things. Like me and Sandra had to start out with showing the world that back end stuff of us putting the place together to even create the small community of people to grow that even bigger. So now you just saw us start from nothing with walls that were wine red. There was carpet on the floor. We ripped all that up by our own hands. We cut these walls down with our own hands, and we painted it. And now you watched it, and now all of a sudden they're open. This place looks like a franchise. They're succeeding. We're taking them on this journey with us. Now they won Best of Westchester. Now they got this award, and it's like, holy shit, I just saw these kids start from nothing, and now they're actually like doing something with it. So you're growing this brand, and you're also inspiring. That's why I always say put a face to the brand. So we always put our face to the brand, but you didn't see our life, our negativities and stuff like that. It's always positive. You always want to spread love. You always want to shed light to the positive side of everything, even if there's a negative thing happening. Like these videos that I'm telling you about, when we first started, we had no money. We had nothing. So you think that we would be super unhappy and like upset, but no, we would show everybody how excited we are because we saw what was coming, and that's where like a lot of entrepreneurs need to like realize like you can't sit there upset and dwell on what's going on now. You always have to keep your eye on the prize. Like when you first get this business, the first thing you think of is, holy shit, like I'm about to make $1 million, like I'm about to retire. Keep that same energy. You always have to keep that same energy, even when like times are tough. So you grow it from there. And then now once I got that little community, now I'm a person that likes to build relationships. Look at us. We talked on Instagram. Mm-hmm. I've been doing that my whole life. I used to rap. My whole life was promotion. I used to do network marketing, was in Team No Sleep, World Ventures. I was doing everything. So my life was always building, connecting. I always knew relationships were the number one rule to anything.
Yeah. Business.
Exactly.
General, yeah.
So what I did after that was, at this time, there was no Reels, there was no YouTube Shorts, there was no TikTok. It was straight up strictly posting a video or posting a picture. So there were no really collaborations. You would reach out to people, other businesses, hey, let's collaborate. They would get very like turned off by it. Like, no, this is my business. What do you want to have anything to do with my business? Sorry, Franny.
It's the best, bro.
It's all good.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
No problem at all.
No, it's all right. Sorry.
Finish your story. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. So we would just start building relationships. So my goal was to genuinely build relationships with people throughout this whole journey, because one thing is, it's one team, one dream, and you can't build any dream without a team. So you always need to have your team with you, So I was just like, I'm strong as a brand, but the only way I could grow this is if I grow this with other brands, So I would just reach out. I would do giveaways. I would do everything possible. I was the giveaway king. Like literally, honestly, I started doing giveaways before anybody was doing giveaways, really.
Yeah,
like
you guys were ham. It was like giveaway.
And I would strategically do it. Like it was just everything about it was strategy. I eat, slept, and breathed iconic and just growing the brand. There was just one thing, like what really pushed me was when we first opened and we had a small page, we would get a ton of like influencers like reach out to us and try to leverage us and be like, hey, I want to come
leverage
in.
themselves.
Yeah, leverage themselves. I want to come in for like a free service and all this stuff. And it was just like, you know what, like I want to make iconic the influencer. I want to make people intimidated when they reach out to this brand as opposed to the opposite way, So I just was like, you know what, let's just grow it. And then years went by. Me and Sandra were able to start piggybacking our personal brands off of it. And I started getting into different types of content, and Fran was doing the same at the same time. My wife was, and it was just different times. You have to always adapt. How many bloggers and influencers do you see and know that were hot and big before Reels, but still to this day have not adapted to the new algorithm, the new ways, the new settings and everything, and you just get left in the dust? And like, I guess me and Fran will always adapt to social media because we're business owners. So we know that we always have to pivot in business. So it's the same thing with Instagram.
So, but to the point, right? Remember when I said if you ask anybody that's building a brand, there's a science, there's a strategy. Like that's legitimately right there. That everything he just said, like obviously I know you kind of like
I had to learn as I go. Like it was all trial and error, but like, everything was strategy.
Only like the what's the word? What's the saying? When something is like
the tip of the iceberg.
No, not tip of the iceberg. That's only like the
first layer.
First layer, but there's another word. It's like when someone doesn't go as deep. There's an actual, like, everyone knows the fucking saying. Oh my god.
It's only the first layer.
Yeah, whatever. It's only, let's just use that. It's only the first layer, okay? And I burnt that, and that stinks right now.
What is it?
It's the candle. It smells.
Oh,
You don't smell that? No, it smells like burnt because of this. But anyway,
it's all good.
Regardless, see why I love this podcast. We can just talk.
Yeah,
It's
anything.
But
goes.
see, it's relaxing.
Hell
That's your strategy.
Yeah, that's it.
Most people
like
can't
that.
have
like
that.
Yeah,
That's your strategy. Because I've been on a lot of podcasts where it's very like
You have to be serious.
it's not about serious, but it's like a little bit more. And I love those podcasts. Don't get me wrong, but like,
I hate every other fucking podcast.
but like, I can't smoke a cigar on those other ones. You know, I can't smoke a cigar. I can't. Whatever. Long story short, but like, he's giving you only the first layer.
The meat and potatoes.
If he really went deeper, and we both went deeper and deeper, there's a reason for all of it. Like even from like what we wear in videos matters.
I look at you, man. I see you.
Branded.
Yo, I'm not branded right now. I mean, I am sponsored by Ralph Lauren, but no, I'm not branded. But usually in all of our videos, we're branded with our logos,
Like I look
snack
at it
time
this
logos.
way. Like I wear this and I wear this in all the videos. It's been seen over 30 million times.
There you go.
Yo, shout out to the stats. We forgot to talk about that. So the stats, analytics, 30 million views. How many people are in New York City?
10 million? Hey Siri, how many people live in New York City?
In 2020, the population of New York City was 8 million. 8
All right,
million.
no, that's in 2020. So 4 years later. All right, so probably call it about 10 million. Plus.
We've tripled New York City in views. And we're coming for the Super Bowl next. We big as the Super Bowl, baby.
I like it.
Humble yourself, kid.
What else you got, baby?
All right, let's see. So you mentioned Iconic Beauty a lot. Give us an update from the last podcast to how it's going now, because last time you were building it still.
Oh yeah, you have. Wow,
Yeah,
there's a lot changed.
A lot has
It's
changed.
got tenants now.
Yeah, I got tenants now. The place is open. It's doing great. We actually have a cafe that's located inside that's going to offer room service and stuff to all the tenants. Sip and Go Cafe. It's going to be super dope. They're going to offer quick bites, cappuccinos and stuff. So they'll be available to the surrounding town. They'll be on Uber Eats, Grubhub, but they will be right inside of Iconic Beauty Suites. So all of our suites will have access to the room service and those cool amenities. And we have a content studio and a podcast studio being built.
They're doing
right
it
now.
right. They're doing it right.
Yeah.
I've been blessed to be able to see them like doing it and hearing about it.
It's a lot of work.
So it's a lot of work. But like honestly, everything's trial and error. Like they weren't gonna just like jump into it and become successful like this. But they're learning, and it's one of those things that I know the way him and Sandra are. Like they're gonna learn. They're gonna understand their mistakes. They're gonna take their bumps and their bruises, and it's something eventually they can just step and repeat. That's what it. But you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere.
We put it all on the line again. So
yeah,
that's where it's at.
We got it.
To.
You know. What
the
about you?
Bigger the risk,
Actually,
the bigger
what's going on?
How about you?
How are you?
How are you? What has changed with you? I want to know some stats, bro. Come on, drop. You shed light on us. You give us our roses. Now it's time to put your roses.
Yo, hold on.
Franjez, I don't know if anybody knows, but he's accumulated, I think, about 30,000 views recently, right? Like
54,000 actually. I just saw you post.
Yeah.
I posted it.
Get his flowers. He's up to
he's
past what 2,000 subscribers right now.
But yo, hold on.
And that's huge, and that's straight long form, guys.
Yeah,
that's not short form.
Content.
That's the real climb. I ain't playing, bro. You can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pocket.
Yeah,
and your hands are not in your pocket right now.
Yeah.
So you're doing your thing, and
we gotta shout out Franjez. Like honestly, bro,
flowers,
like
bro.
it's
a lot of people don't get their flowers while they're alive. I want to give them his flowers.
You know how many people, bro? Like, do you know? I don't know if you know these stats. The average podcast does not make it past 3 episodes.
Oh my god!
Do you understand what you are legitimately? You have it on like Apple Podcasts and stuff like that too.
Spotify, Amazon,
okay.
Everywhere.
So hear me out. Do you understand you're actually in the 1%?
Talk about it with Franjez. 1%.
It's the truth, bro. Most because what happens is this: people get discouraged, right? So you put out a podcast, right? First one, maybe a view, maybe 10, right? You have podcasts, and if we could pull up your numbers, with thousands of views. You do.
Talk about it,
bro.
And some with 50.
Yo,
you know what it is?
Listen.
I don't care either way.
Exactly.
It's all about
listen.
The main goal,
let me say this one
staying balanced, because when I have successes, I'm not phased. When I have downfalls, I'm not phased. I'm staying in the middle, and I'm understanding that everything's coming to me because I live in the moment.
Yep. I love that.
That's what it's all about.
I had a client today. I was down in Brooklyn, and he said this. You guy's 56 years old, has a very successful business. We produce his podcast. Shout out Sisto Says. It's very niched in New York City construction. Okay? 50 views, 100 views, but his niche is very small, so he's speaking to a very particular audience. So 80 views to him is like 1 million, okay, in his world. He said to me, and this was great. This is a 56-year-old man who doesn't need social media. He doesn't need it, but he understands the importance. He said to me, if I get 1 view, it's a home run.
Facts. Boom.
If I get 1 person to listen.
Mic drop.
Think about that, bro. Like, that's incredible stuff. Like, someone took time out of their day
to watch you. And it's
They
a
didn't have
fact.
100%.
Like, yo,
have to do
not
that.
every single snack time goes crazy. Like,
No.
we have videos that have 150,
4,000 views.
yeah, 4,000 views, 5,000 views, and then there's videos that have millions. Like, and it's like, think about hitting a video that does 3-4 million views on it, and then literally the next post does 4,000.
There's
Like,
no compound.
that's a fucking horrible feeling, you know. And most
We don't
people
even look at it now.
Yo, hell no. We post.
We don't even care.
We go away. We leave. We leave the app. That's it.
Throw my phone off the tap.
And it's a great feeling because I'm not gonna lie. For years, like you start to
That's a good
develop
thing.
an anxiety.
That's
like,
a good thing for you to jump in on, if you want.
What?
That's up to you. So, you want me to start it and let you kind of talk about mindset?
Oh,
About
yeah.
How your view was with content, because this is the most consistent you've ever been
Facts.
with posting.
Yeah.
Because Nicky kind of like foreshadowed before, where it's like when Nicky edits, like he's like, I'm very particular, but like
That's why I do the covers and he does the actual videos.
actual
It
editing.
would take me a week to do a snack time clip because I'm too OCD.
So like Nicky, it gets very like when he's editing, like he's there. Like bombs could be going off. He's
I
there.
don't want nobody bothering
Yeah.
me.
So that's the way he edits, because at the end of the day, like he used to be a musician. Like that's his background. He's a creative like that.
I go back and it's like maybe we could change this. Like
very like
things that nobody will
he's-
notice.
Like he's
you know?
zooming, like he's zooming into the timeline to the point where like he has to move the music to like the exact point. Where me, it's like, all right, it's good, let's go.
And
right?
I love that.
But like it works. So and I think this would be a really good thing for you to talk about, because it, like I said, it is the most consistent you've ever been. So talk about. I'm kind of like asking on the
Talk about it.
Yeah,
Talk about
about it. Where the transition, that the mindset shift for you from going to only posting once in a while and caring about the views and caring about the shares, to now you post and you like, bro, I've seen the transformation. You don't give a fuck.
No, yeah. I used
Doesn't
to
care.
I used to have anxiety like the day that I knew I was gonna post up until after, because it's like, I guess with my personal page, like I would have like so my personal page was more like all over the place. It would be like I was just putting a magazine, now I'm like jumping rope, and now I'm doing this. So it's like, and now I'm posting like a weight loss video. So it was like kind of like not all over the place.
Yeah.
It's strategic because I look at my personal page more of like my resume. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you go to Nicky Smalls, all right, he owns these businesses, he's won these awards, you know this, like, and I just want you to just know some things about me, and that just helps. Like, you don't want people to write you off. A first impression is everything, you know.
Yeah.
So boom, right there. So you see that. So it's like I would get some success like with a weight loss video than this, and now it's like you get that taste, and now it's like now you have now you have that anxiety. So now it's like, shit, I hope the next one does good too, because you think like, oh, what are people gonna think of me if I don't get at least 200 likes, or this doesn't get 50,000 views?
This is common. This is not like just a Nicky thing. I had this. Everyone has
Everyone
this.
goes through this.
Everyone goes through this, because it's like you need that reassurance that you're doing the right thing. And the reason why I wanted to talk about that is because now and I've seen it, he's at a point where it's like, we post, he don't care.
Yeah,
I remember
bounce.
I remember he used to post, and you used to text like 150 people to go like and share.
Yeah, go check this out.
But
Go check this out.
now we don't do that.
Mhm.
But I think that has to do a lot with being with each other. Where like I've become more analytical in my edits. You know, like there's certain things that now I see myself paying attention to that I've gotten from watching him edit and do things. But now he's taken on more of like the mindset of like, if it's 75% done, it's done. Like I remember when right now you're editing like certain things like directories and stuff for Iconic.
Yeah, like all that
and,
iconic shit.
And like he used to like send me like 80 different iterations. Yo, what do you think of this one? And like we go back and forth. Now he's doing it. He's getting it done. He's moving with speed. If he has to change it later, he has to change it later. Like we're putting together our media kit, which FYI we have to finish for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But like we're putting together a media kit, and it's like, yo, like it's
it came
change this, change
it came together really nice.
It looks
too.
dope. But it's like we're moving at a different level, but that's because our brains.
But that we're getting better. We're making each other better.
Yes.
Yo, like Fran, like if you look back on Fran, like years ago, like him, how he edits these videos are straight like top tier. Like you look at any viral video on like the Explore page, like Fran edits these videos just as good as them, and he's getting sick. And he mastered CapCut. Yeah. You know, there's sometimes we'll switch into like some bigger stuff sometimes, but it always comes back to CapCut. You know, like Fran's good computer, phone, whatever it is to edit a video. Like there's times where we'll bust out a review at 9 a.m. on a Saturday. By 9:45, we're getting ready to post it. We always film on the actual camera, but we have the wire plugs right into the phone.
You know what it is too, though, and like this is the truth. Like we tell people, I tell this to all my clients, you have to develop your own style. Yeah, you got to develop like what works for you, and obviously, like, look, don't get me wrong, like. We send each other videos of other creators all the time. And like I do that with my clients. And we take pieces of what they're doing to implement into our content because obviously it's working, but we make it our own.
Exactly.
So like the way that we cut and you see the chops and the movement and the direction and this and that. Like if you watch our Delgado's video to now
it's totally
put them up. It's like they're not mirror images.
Yeah, and we're super data driven. So it's like data. Everything is like so now we pretty much know like the roundabout number of where we need to be in analytics to get onto the Explore page with like Instagram and like with like YouTube. We know the analytics of where we need to be in retention
rate, we even got to the
and
point,
watch rate to where we need to be to like grow on there. But analytics really comes from like we really take data from our followers too. Yeah. Like recently we got tons of comments on a video where people were arguing about the Epsteins on Central in Hartsdale or the Epsteins on Central in Yonkers. So we're like, all right, let's take that data in, let's implement it, let's go do a video and see how that takes. And it's also trial and error. Who knows? It might not do good, but
see, and that's the thing though. Like it's getting better, right? So I believe in consistency, but also let me say that again. I believe in consistency, but you have to be consistently getting better or consistently improving, right? So, like, that's the way we look at it, and that's how we view content. That's probably how you view your podcast. You want to get better. Every time you shoot, how can I get better, right? Do you watch back every single podcast you do?
I edit them. I watch every second back. I'm in control of every promo and every clip and all of that.
Tell me that you don't. But even if it's 1% better every time, you're getting
every
better.
Every single time
right?
is better.
So
every week is better.
Exactly. So that's the way that we look at it, where it's like we are planning hooks. We're doing all these different things. Why we're shooting here. All these different things come into play, and the only way to get better is to be a student of the game. Like this, the world that we are in. We're not in the world of content. We're in the world of psychology. So, like, that's why when we talk, and I going back, I just had this conversation, shout out Roman, I was talking to him about, like, Nicky and I, what we do is we pay attention to the first 3 to 5 seconds of the video. That is the most important part. Like, we work backwards. So, like, the first 3 to 5 seconds, the hook has to work. And then if it doesn't work, why? If it did work, why? Our average watch time, if it's 14 seconds, why is it 14 seconds? Where's the drop off? Oh, here's the drop off. What can we do better at that 14-second mark to increase the watch time? Oh, they're watching 26 seconds. Why are they watching 26? For example, our wing video, right? We did Beachmont versus Candlelight. We used a hook that created healthy controversy, and because of that, the average watch time was like 23 seconds. Because it created a healthy debate, which is phenomenal. Like, you're taking 23 seconds away from someone's fucking life, dude, that they can't get back. It sounds fucked up. But
like, those are the analytics that trigger the algorithm to start showing your videos to like more people and putting you on the Explore page. And that's what I was saying. Like, me and Fran are so caught up in like paying attention to these numbers. Like like me and Fran, we could post a video and like depending on what kind of a review or where the place is, we can almost tell you what the watch time is going to be. Yeah. Like as we're posting it, you know.
And that goes back though, like if you talk to any of these viral individuals, they know what the fuck they're doing, man. it's not a coincidence. Like, maybe going viral at first, but you don't know how many damn videos they've probably had to create and post.
A lot, yeah.
And
we're only at like 100. We've only posted not all snack times, but content. Like, basically, we've posted what, maybe 115.
Nah. So if I do the math real quick, so you're talking about like all together on all the platforms or videos?
All of our collabs we've just done together, like, because they've all been snack time related.
So YouTube, we have like 220 posts. Snack times that we've done on Instagram and TikTok are probably, so total we've probably posted like close to 75 snack times.
Yeah.
So like think about it, we've posted, realistically we've only posted like 290 something times. So like we're talking about snack time now. If we have this conversation in December again, it's going to be completely different again.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah, and it just
I like it. When you mentioned psychology, I had something on my list that I recently learned that I wanted to share.
Yeah, let's get into some deep shit.
There's 3 decisions people make.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to run down this list. And I want to, bounce ideas off. And let's start with number 1.
Okay.
Do you focus more on what you have or what's missing?
That's a fucking good one. So that comes down to being grateful. I think that's a gratitude question, right? So gratitude to me is a skill that you have to practice, and you have to be actually involved in that skill set. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm grateful. And I think most human beings, most of us aren't grateful. And I remember I heard a quote. I don't know if I said this on the last podcast, but I heard a quote once that someone said, if I ask you right now to give me your eyes, you'd probably say no. Right? And I'd say, why? And you would say, because I need them to see. That is practicing gratitude, because you're grateful that you have the ability to see. So we as human beings don't do that enough. So speaking for myself, I am someone that I know, like, look, I have grateful tatted on my wrist. It's a reminder, because I need to be grateful for what I have. What's missing, like, I think everything I need is here, and I have it. Yeah, there's things that I'm missing that I can't get back, but eventually, if there are things that are missing, my gratitude and living in the present moment will fill those missing parts, in a sense. So that's the way I look at that.
So me, I focus on both. So I do it like super like OCD. So that's a good thing about having OCD, is that the stuff that I do have, I take great care of it and I keep it in order. So that gives me time to focus on the shit I don't have. Mm-hmm. So basically I have this theory that, like, whatever you have, if you don't take care of it, God ain't gonna give you something better, a better version of it. Like right now, like, I'm super busy, so I don't have time to get like car washes all the time. But like most of the time, like when I'm in like a good space, I like to get a car wash every single week, whether I'm driving a 2001 Honda Civic or a 2023 BMW. Because I look at it as like, if I'm driving a hoopty, I got to take care of it, because that gives you the universe ain't gonna give you anything more otherwise. So I do focus on the things that I don't have, but I don't dwell on them.
That's a good word.
I don't dwell on the things I don't have. The things that I don't have that I want, I focus on them because I want them and I want to keep them in my focus at all times. But
manifest.
I manifest. Yeah. But I'm always I'm focused on the goal. Right now in my head, I have 18 suites filled in Goshen. Cafe is booming. And money's coming in right now in my head.
And moving on to the next one.
Exactly. Moving on to the next one. So I'm always, like, being a business owner, like, you're always looking at the future, because you're the captain. Like, you're the captain of a ship and you got 3,000 passengers aboard. You're looking 3-4 miles down.
You're playing chess.
Exactly.
There you go. There's your answer. You gotta play chess, not checkers.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
That's how it's sum up what both
numbers.
of us said.
It's all numbers, baby. They don't want you to have it, but we're gonna get it.
I like it. The second decision people make: do you focus more on what you can control or what you can't control?
Ooh, that's a good one. So my mom raised me on the quote, "Control what you can control." So I'm a big opponent of, like, if I can control, like, what can I control? Okay, that let me rephrase that. What can I control? I can control my work ethic, my urgency, my attitude, and my behavior. I have control of that every single day I wake up. I don't have control of what someone else is going to say to me. I don't have control of what's going on in the world around me. There's a lot of things you can't control. I can't control someone else's actions, but I can control my actions. So those are things and I remember my football coach saying that. He goes, if you could control your urgency. If you don't show that, you can't play, right? Because you have to show urgency, you have to show work ethic. So I focus heavily on what can I control in each moment. That is where my mind goes, and that's important for me. Like those 4 things I said, that's what I have control over.
I feel like that's my one downfall is like I focus on so much on the stuff that I can't control. That's honestly like one of the main things about me that I do like work on, and like that's one of my weaknesses that I do want to make a strength. So it's like, yeah, I get emotional about things that I can't control.
And we all do. There's all certain things that trigger emotion though.
Yeah. Especially in business, so it's like I can be a control freak sometimes with like things. So it's like I always like to be in control, and it like really upsets me sometimes when things happen that I can't like control. Like, so I do deal with that sometimes, but just like all of us, we're a work in progress. Mm-hmm. What about you? What do you focus on? Fuck.
You're like, yo, you got the spotlight on me. What about you, yo?
What about you? What about you? Yeah, what's your answer?
The beautiful thing about this show is I get to dive into people's brains, and I get to enjoy it because I enjoy it. But I don't want to talk about me. But I could answer these. All right. So the first one was: do you focus more on what you have or what's missing? Lately, I've been focusing on both. The old me when I was young and dumb, definitely what I didn't have. Single life's getting
lonely.
Single life is beautiful. But like, I definitely used to focus on what I didn't have. I was trying to get more.
Yeah.
Now I'm more about both. Definitely both. But if I had to say like percentage wise, it's definitely more of what I don't have. I definitely focus on what I don't have because that's my inspiration, motivation. Okay. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, some people have internal and external motivations.
Yeah. So if
everyone's different,
maybe it's 60-40. 60% what I don't
works
have.
For you, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It's not. I mean, well, actually, it is positive.
He's like, it ain't working. That's just where it's at.
It is positive to have those goals, but it's not positive to obsess about what you don't have. That's why I would like to have a little more even.
Because that's when you start
more lopsided towards what I do have.
Yeah, because sometimes when you look into it too much of what you don't have, that's when you start looking at other people and what they have.
Comparison.
And then once you start focusing on other people and what they're doing, that's when you start forgetting about yourself. And once you forget about yourself, you are lost and it is over.
You're done.
You got to just restart, refresh. And I feel like sometimes we've all been in that situation.
Absolutely.
Like where you just get so caught up in your head and you just start like doubting yourself and making it seemed like, oh, maybe like this person might be better at this than I am. Like, and sometimes you just got to look back and just be like, yo, you are who you are.
We all go through the same things. We all think these same worries.
I'm curious
have
about
the same
what number
fears.
3 is.
Yeah, definitely. So let me drop my number 2. Then we'll jump into to number 3 together. Number 2 was: do you focus on more of what you can control or what you can't control? Definitely what I can control, because I guess I'm a control freak. I love figuring everything out and controlling everything in my environment. That puts me more at peace.
Yeah.
I know that's not good because I'm supposed to be able to be in any situation and be calm.
Yeah.
But I do prefer being in control. Okay. I like my controlled environment.
Gotcha.
So I guess the same as number 1. I'm more on the negative side, but I'm working on it because I'm conscious of what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah,
so it's a work in progress.
You're very self aware.
100%. Let's jump into number 3.
Yeah.
The third decision people make. Do you focus more on the past, present, or future?
Damn. That's I'm gonna say all
first.
I can go for it. All right. So I believe past creates depression. Dealing with the future creates anxiety.
Okay.
We deal with all of them. I deal with all of them. I'm constantly thinking about the past, constantly thinking about the future, constantly living in the present. it's a fucking. It's like
it's a roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster. It's like trying to like mix rap music, dance hall, EDM, and like acoustic guitar together. Like it's a mix mash of shit. And
you want to find your center.
Yeah, it's just tough. And like, you hear everyone say, you hear a lot of like people say like you gotta live in the present. We're human beings. In this conversation, we're present here, but I think at this time, all three of us have probably had thoughts and other conversations within ourselves about other things that don't have to do with this podcast. Like, you might be starting to think about, oh, what do I got to do when I go home? Or this or that, or thinking about what just happened like a few weeks ago. That's normal shit. Like, you have to be so self-aware to tell yourself, take a moment, be here, like, nothing else matters, right? It's like we were talking about in the gym. Facts. It is not easy. We're human beings. We have so much shit going on daily. So to be fully present, if you're able to do it, I'd love to pick your fucking brain because it's not easy. So I'm all three.
Yeah. No, yeah, like so. It's funny that you said that. I feel like Jerry Seinfeld like said that like best too. It's like he said like people are literally just trained to just always gotta go somewhere. It's like you wake up, you gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta get in the shower, you gotta go to work, and then you're at work and you're like, oh, I gotta go home, and then you go home and you're like, oh shit, I gotta go to sleep because I gotta go to work tomorrow, and then all of a sudden Friday comes and it's like, oh shit, I gotta go out because I've been at work all week, and then you're out and then you're out and it gets too late and you're like, oh shit, I gotta go home, like so you're just always like, I gotta go,
it's a constant gotta go. Isn't that horrible though?
We're always in a fucking panic.
Yo, but you know how horrible that is?
Yo, it's
that's actually, bro. Think about that. Is so disheartening.
We're always
like,
we always gotta go.
Like after this, we're thinking like, damn, I gotta go home.
No, yeah. Like,
so
oh
it's
shit,
like,
I gotta go get gas after I leave.
You gotta go see Sandra and Dom. Like there's a constant state of thinking I gotta go somewhere.
Yeah,
and I think that's bro. When you say it like that, that's fucking sad. That's sad. Like we're always thinking about fuck. I gotta go do this.
Yeah, always.
And then, like I used to say, so like my mom and I used to have these conversations. Like when you're on like and like someone's honking the horn like crazy, or like they're flying and trying to cut by people. It's like, where are you in a rush to? You're in a rush to die.
Go. I gotta go.
You gotta go, but like
I gotta go.
Yeah, but what are you in a? But like realistically, what are you in a rush to die? Like, like just take.
And that's what my one goal in life before I die is to get into a place of mental freedom like that, where it's just like
harmony, man, peace. Like I'm
financially like stable, like my son is fed, he's in great schools, like, I have a beautiful home, like, and I'm not a type of person where I'm like, I need billions of dollars, like, and I'm always gonna hunt for money. Like I feel like there is gonna be a day where I find a happy medium, like financially, mentally, and everything, where I could just chill. Like I'm such a laid back dude. Like I could be on the beach every day. I love the hustle and bustle of hustling, but I do want that just peace one day.
The beach gets boring.
Nah, bro, I could do that every day, dog. 110 degree weather, humidity every day. I could be a beach bum all day. I would just love chilling. Just chilling on the beach.
I've learned that about myself as I've gotten older, is that like I really enjoy simplicity.
Yeah, I love my peace. Yo, you'd be surprised, just like that morning, like waking up a few hours before like everyone else in the house and just going in the bathroom, turning on the shower, steaming it up, and like just chilling.
It's funny. So like I said this today actually. I said that my grandfather's 89.
God bless.
Yeah. Shout out Pops. And so I have two grandpas. One's 83, one's 89. But my 89-year-old grandfather, I swear he's the richest man in the world. And I mean that not wealth-wise, but just, yeah, man, like when my grandma was alive, he was so in love with my grandma. Like that was the love of his life. For Christmas, he wanted nothing. He wanted his family there. He would be happy if you got him a pair of socks. Like he never asked for anything. Like he was so rich because of the fact that like he just loved what he had. And he was simple. Like, I got this from him, being that I'm named after him. Like his name's also Francis, and my dad's name is Francis. So it's like he got to the point where he'd wear shoes until the soles fell out. And I was just like, I kind of see myself adapting that about myself. Like I'll wear shirts until they can't be worn anymore. I'll wear shoes until they can't be worn anymore because it's like
I don't do that.
Yeah, but it's like to me, it's just the simplicity.
I'm probably gonna throw this under t-shirt out and tomorrow.
God bless.
And Fran knows it too.
And I know it too. But like that's just how I am. Like I don't know. I feel like.
But this is the balance. This is what we were talking about. This is what really creates like a legacy.
I like it. I like it. The good relationship is the balance.
Yeah.
You can't both be exactly the same.
Can't.
Like, you might bump heads. Yo, but about that Jerry Seinfeld thing, whereas I have to do this, I have to do that. The good mindset is I get to do that. He's a comedian, so he's making it extreme, so it's funny. But in general, a healthy mindset is, after this, I get to drive in a vehicle with some heat.
Yeah.
And I get to go to my home.
That's some Ed Milet shit, bro.
What's that?
Why'd you do
Ed
that?
Milet?
Why'd you do that to us? The fuck was
Nah, that's some Ed Milet.
Yo, why you gonna make us feel bad, dog?
Yeah.
Why? The fuck?
Why'd you do that to us?
Yeah.
Nah, that's like some Ed Milet shit, meaning that like
It's dead true
things,
though.
Yeah, it
be
is
more
true.
grateful.
It
That's
is.
where it all
It's
boils
gratitude,
down to.
But it's things don't happen to you; they happen for you.
There you go. There you go.
Boom. Let's just end it.
Bathroom break.
Bye, guys.
Bathroom break?
Yeah.
Who's peeing? How long we been going? Get myself comfortable. Holy fuck.
We back, baby. It's snack time.
It's Franjez time.
Quick little bathroom break. That's it.
Need some
It's like
water.
drink champs. All right.
There you go.
Honestly, the more and more I think about it, I like the long podcasts.
Yeah, I just love conversation, and it's just content on top of that. But I love the
No,
conversation.
it really that's the point of podcasts, bro. People actually genuinely like listening to other people talk about shit that they relate to. But I don't want to get into a whole podcast conversation about that. It's a whole different. No, it's a whole different.
Whatever you want.
But what else you got?
I wanted to run through the social media platforms a little deeper.
Okay.
Do you guys post the same reel short on all platforms?
Mm-hmm.
And when I say all platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Rumble, X, Snapchat, and Facebook.
Yo, shout out to all those platforms.
Yeah.
Yo, sponsor this man right now. Yo, the same thing that goes on Instagram goes on everything. But like Fran was saying before, the cool thing about YouTube and other platforms is that we can cut them up and change them and put them up and test them to see if that's going to do better than the original. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you could even throw something on YouTube first before you're even going to put it on Instagram and just test it.
So we use kind of TikTok and YouTube Shorts as like our test.
Yeah, exactly.
But we put the same snack. So actually, it really depends on the video. Some videos we've created.
If it's more than a minute.
Yeah, well, if it's more than a minute, it goes on TikTok and Instagram. But then we have to chop out, let's say it's a minute 30, we have to chop out 30 seconds for YouTube. But like we've done it before where on TikTok, we'll post the same video with 3 different hooks to see what does the best. So,
yo, I just had an idea. I'm so sorry. You just inspired me.
Go crazy.
Right, what is it?
Yo, what if we do with our videos that are a minute and 30 seconds and post them as the longer form as a post?
I just don't like how it looks on YouTube.
I seen somebody do this, bro.
Yeah, no, we could eventually do that, like long, but I don't know.
Test it just to see what happens. That's the cool thing.
No, we definitely could, absolutely.
Wait, we don't call it the long form. You just back to back post it. You post one as a short and one as a long.
And just see what happens.
Yo, look what happened. We just thought of an idea altogether.
Look at that.
Yo, those are good details because the viewers do take things from these conversations.
Yeah.
That
the copy changes though.
YouTube does not allow their shorts longer than 1 minute.
Facts.
Instagram does. TikTok does. X is like I think 45 seconds.
Yeah, it's Twitter. We don't use Twitter at all.
So you don't post there at all.
No, we only honestly our three platforms are TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. We don't use. I never
liked Twitter.
I just don't like it.
Liked it.
I'm just not into it. And for me,
I don't
being
like
that
either.
and also being that we are 2 people, to handle 7 platforms is just not.
We'll have a team one day that'll probably.
It's just not. It's just not maintainable. And like I tell that to clients all the time. I'm like, look, there are so many platforms. If you're just starting out, pick one, double down on it, learn it, understand, build a system, and then move on to the other ones.
Yeah,
we're able to handle 3 platforms because Nicky's on the YouTube with me. Still got to get him on the TikTok. But then we're both on Instagram, and then I handle the TikTok. So we have that tandem, but we change the copy. So like sometimes what we do is, let's say Nicky posts a video of the snack time, and Nicky has one caption, and it maybe puts copy on the screen. I'll post the same exact video a week or 2 later, change the caption, change the copy on the screen, and see what happens.
Yeah, and with YouTube also, we test with shorts. Like, we'll post a short with original music, and that's just on it, the original sound. Sometimes we'll repost it again and put a trending sound behind it, or a song. Or even sometimes we'll cut out a fucking 2 seconds of it and test it that way. You never know.
It's a constant state of testing and trial and error. Like, we even, like, from where you put the words on the video, we try to see what works. In the middle, on the top, on the bottom left. Like, where are people going to focus? So, to, like, answer that, it's, you really should, this is the should, you should cater your content to the platform. Meaning, we're not posting snack time on LinkedIn, but we would post our long form on LinkedIn. Because
do you?
No. Eventually we will. But
I post when we get into the long
so like
form,
I post my business stuff and my motivational stuff on LinkedIn because that is what people will maybe look for on LinkedIn. Because like when you open up a platform, you're looking for different things. Like when I open up TikTok, I'm speaking personally, I look to be entertained with comedy. I use TikTok as my comedic outlet. Yeah. Instagram is food and business and sports. YouTube Shorts is more podcasts and sports today, and like what's going on.
Hip hop.
So that is how we view these different platforms. They kind of have different personalities. So we try to accommodate that because one thing we've learned about YouTube and our YouTube Shorts is like, let's say we post a video on Instagram and it has a 14-second average watch time. We'll post the same video on YouTube and it'll have a 20-second watch time.
Yeah, we get a longer watch time.
Because the mindset going into YouTube, because it is a long-form platform, we feel as though the psychology that comes into it is people are more primed to watch things longer on YouTube. Where on Instagram they want quick. TikTok, they want quick, but now TikTok is testing long form. So they have a creator beta right now that's out that they're paying people for videos longer than a minute long.
Like crazy amounts of money, too.
So it's a full-time job.
How you feel about Snapchat?
I used to have Snapchat. I got rid of Snapchat. To me, it's not for me. My little cousin who's 19, that's their text platform.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never been on Snapchat in my life.
Yeah, so Gen Z, they will text on the platform. They don't.
But don't you think it's best case scenario to post on every single social media platform, especially because it's free?
Absolutely, if you can do it.
You can do it.
You can, but here's the thing. When you're by yourself and you're a single creator or you have, you're doing like Nicky and I, one other person, to maintain that, I will put my money against you. Why?
This is what I do. I post on literally everything I listed besides Rumble.
Rumble is a different
platform.
I'm gonna try Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble's like YouTube. But the
thing with Rumble is why I have not is because I've tried and been unsuccessful. Mm-hmm. It's because it's such a new platform. It's not as updated as YouTube.
You can say whatever the fuck you want on that platform.
It's definitely more free, but you can't.
Yeah, the functionalities are different.
If the same video I upload on YouTube, I physically cannot upload it because of the size of the video. My view
on that. So that's a good point. So you brought up like you post on all the platforms, right? However, my devil's advocate to you on that is the way, and we've had this conversation, is for us is that we want to hone in on the skills of the platforms we know and then move the attention other places. So
exactly.
That's big for us. Mm-hmm. And when you post on all the platforms, all four, if you can sustain it and do it, great. I'll give you your flowers. Kudos. But the way I work, and I know how he works, it would not it's like I'm telling you, like having so we started a Facebook page, right? Because Facebook page and Facebook Reels are really cranking right now. However, I know it's not sustainable because it will start and our lives and like everything going on. It's better for us to focus on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. Eventually, we're able to implement those into our strategy. But starting out, just like it's also knowing yourself, right? So the big question I ask people is you have to fit this into your schedule and based off your lifestyle. Like if you're able to do it, but do it consistently without burnout, all for it. Do it 100%. But I know us. It right now in this current time in 2024 on January 11th, it is not a sustainable thing. It would fall off immediately. I know for a fact. I know for a fact.
And it's like it's working right now, and it is growing to the point where we will be able to make it trickle down into other platforms. Also, and once we start generating money, we'll have a team.
Also, not for nothing, like I don't know how much you know about Facebook Reels. I don't really know Facebook Reels like that. So, like, what I would have to do prior to us starting is post, but I'd have to start watching other creators in our space to see what's working, on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, like, Gary Vee talks about that all the time. But remember that he has 36 people. He has the ability he actually said this in the podcast. He has people on his team that their only job is to find out what is working on the different platforms.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
No, yeah.
So it's us.
Like you're never gonna succeed on a platform that you're not really on. Like you're not gonna be able to just jump on fucking Facebook for 5 minutes a day, just throw a video up and leave and not really engage, not look at what's trending. It's just not gonna happen. Like like there has to be some kind of like obsession in the app a little bit. Like know all the tricks and stuff, and you'd be surprised, like because I guess me and Fran have just been on social media and on Instagram for so long that it's like we know like the little tips, tricks, and settings and stuff like that. And as we meet like people like over and over that we collaborate with, and you'd be surprised
I learned
that
something from
some people aren't even like on a creator's account yet.
Yeah.
Like,
but we also learn from the creators that we collaborate with. Like we learn, like when we're with them, we are constantly learning from them. Like there might be things that about long form YouTube that we don't know.
Exactly.
Right? Because
I could bet you $10,000 right now that they definitely is.
Yeah.
Not for real. You're in it. You do it. You do it every day. You how many episodes? 38?
This would be maybe 33 or 34. I'm not too sure.
34 episodes. How many
You're
hours?
Way ahead of us.
How many hours per episode?
Does minimum 30 minutes. The longest been like over 2 hours.
No, edit time.
Oh, edit time. You're ready. Oh.
Do you get what I'm saying though? So it's like you.
So now do the math.
Yeah, do the math. Like how many hours? You got Kobe hours on us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for us to learn it. Like I know for a fact. Even if we have 150,000 subs, I don't give a fuck the number. When we post our first long form video after we chop it up, that shit's probably gonna flop.
No, yeah, 100%.
It's probably
we might get 200 views on our first
video. But see, to us, it's like it's a muscle. We're gonna have to work and learn. And I know us very well.
No, yeah,
we're gonna try to figure out that when we post the first podcast, we need this video. Okay, maybe the first one's 32 minutes. Doesn't do that well. We might get to a point where we know our sweet spot is anywhere between 24 and 27 minutes, but the perfect spot is 25 minutes and 17 seconds.
Yeah, facts.
Like that just might be what we learn, but you don't do that without you put in the work. Like that's why you are so ahead of others starting right now. So like you're 33 episodes in. right? By the time we're at the end of 2025, you're going to be 70 plus episodes in. Do you know the amount that you're going to learn? And we might be having a different conversation. You could be at 8,000 subs at that point because one of your videos clicks, and then guess what you're going to do? Wait a second. That video did fucking 80,000 views.
He could be at 800,000. Who knows?
Who knows, right? That you don't know.
You could bust one off that just blows you out of freaking the universe, bro.
Yeah, pause. My God, Nicky all day. They got 3 pauses today.
Yeah, I don't say pause. I'm like I'm comfortable, guys.
But like that's the truth. Like you could eventually have.
We all men.
But you could have one that goes crazy, right? And then guess what you're gonna do? Knowing you from our interactions, you're going to probably watch that episode 100 times to figure out what the fuck did I do in this edit or what made people watch this for that long. Like, bro, look at the Cat Williams episode. It's 2 hours and 46 minutes. It has 47 million views.
It broke the internet.
Bro, it broke the internet. Why?
Because of the truth behind everything he said.
Yeah, well, that, but also it's entertaining. But you know what the editors are going to do? Yes, did Cat Williams make that video?
You want to start
Absolutely.
airing people out and throw some truth out there?
Let's go crazy. So this is one guy.
Yeah.
But like, hear me out. If you're a creator, right? Yeah, Cat Williams went off, but you don't think Shannon's production team, if they're top notch, are going to pay attention to how they edited that video?
Oh hell
the
yeah!
Cuts, why they?
It's
cut,
more
the
than just the
zoom-ins.
recording
It's
of
more
what
than
they
just
do.
recording.
I honestly feel a little different, and it's because when it comes to podcasting, it's the guest.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
everybody was open to Cat Williams, of course. People that know Cat Williams will watch it.
Yes,
but why did people watch over 2 hours of it? Because the truth and the entertainment behind it.
Now that's a fact.
So,
you know why? One second. You know why I agree with you? Because I'm a big Drink Champs episode every Saturday. Like I'm sad that they haven't aired an episode in like a few weeks. Like because that's my Saturday. Like I wake up in the morning and that's what I look forward to for the day. I throw that shit on. I listen to it in the car. I finish the rest when I get home. I watch it while I'm cleaning. So the thing about Drink Champs is that it's not always great quality. And it's not always edited perfect. Sometimes there's people like shaking the camera, and it's like I'm still just zoned in because I'm interested in every. It's single entertaining. Person.
So there's content.
So I fucks with. I agree a little bit.
Look, the guest is extremely.
They could have
important.
filmed that shit with a fucking Nokia phone, and
I'm still watching.
I'm
still there at 11 a.m. every Saturday.
Yo, they could have did that on that app. What's the one where you just talk to people on it? What is that? Clubhouse.
Oh yeah.
They could have did that shit on Clubhouse. That shit would have went viral.
Exactly.
But no, 100%. The guest is everything when it comes to a podcast. But there's also intricacies, man. Like if you're really an artist and you're really like a student of the game, you're trying to figure out like why. That's what makes you better, is figuring out why. The guest is very important. Like, don't get me wrong, Cat Williams was extremely entertaining, but that production team is going to come back. They're going to watch that hundreds of times, and they're going to figure out beyond Cat, beyond the guest, what else did we do that we can do better. That's the only way to get better.
Yeah, definitely.
But the guest, yes. On 100%. A podcast, you need someone that's like not fucking. But then again,
you need snack time on your podcast.
You need snack time, but not. But but then again, there's podcasts where the person that they have the guest on who is boring as shit, they monotone as fuck, that have millions of views.
Probably the person though.
Right.
It doesn't matter how monotone
Was
they
Larry
are.
That girl
Bobby.
Who's
that?
Bobby. She interviewed Drake, and then
Bobby.
Well, now she went out of. She didn't fall off. She just went out of hip hop. Like she's just in a whole different like zone now. She's still doing her interviews, but like now she does like. Who's that like Chinese comedian? Like I don't know. She does like weird people now. Whatever. But yeah, she kind of like piggybacked off of like hip hop to like blow up, and then she did what she wanted to do. Like which a lot of people do.
To a point, it's the guest, it's the host, it's a mix. There's
but talking about her, she's a very monotone girl. She almost is like.
It's not about monotone. She was sarcastically being funny and making fun of her guest, and her guests were huge, like Drake.
Yeah.
She
laying in
like,
bed with Drake.
She was like making fun of him and like trying like asking him goofy questions. It was a whole gimmick. It was a whole TV show to me.
It's a plant.
It wasn't. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't an interview. It wasn't a podcast.
I said that. Remember,
it was.
I said she was an industry plant.
It was more of a show.
Yeah,
she acted stupid with a big star. Easy TV.
Yeah,
something like that on MTV would have been crazy. But now there's no MTV. Now there's YouTube, so it's easy.
Yep.
But this is a good segue to the next thing. The key is being ahead. What are the next trends to come? What do you think the next trends in all platforms or in general with social media to come? Let me finish a little bit more. I do a lot of research on this because obviously I'm in the same space.
Yeah.
What I've been looking at and realizing is there was a time where production was huge. Remember music videos in the 90s? Remember these music videos?
$1 Million Cisco, one of the biggest fucking
$1 million productions.
Bro, now you can shit on your phone in here.
One person with a phone or a camera.
Moving the fucking camera.
Go on vacation with the star. Record that star in a car, singing or rapping on a beach.
It's all tangible now. It's all like, dude. So like, here's the thing. That goes to like
a record label would never spend that money at these
not
days
today.
On a
now you have
video.
to think about it, though. That's like UGC content, right? It's raw and real, right?
That's the new thing.
The viewer has changed. We have so many options, right? Like, it's the truth.
I miss it though.
People's attention span hasn't necessarily dropped. What happens is that you have so many options now. But think about it. Like, it goes back to Cat Williams in that episode. Like, people watched 2 hours and 46 minutes because it was fucking entertaining.
Yeah.
Right? So, trend-wise, I can only speak for us, right, in regards to what we see happening. And I actually put up a story about this. I don't know if you saw it. I put up a story saying what I see working on social media right now. Controversy has always worked, okay? From the news, politics, everything. But what I've seen for working for us is healthy controversy. And what I mean by that is not necessarily pinning people against each other in a violent and a derogatory way, but pinning things against each other to create debate over what is better than the other.
Yeah.
Because now what we've seen from like doing halal and from doing the wings is that people will debate and argue and actually give reason behind why they like something better without putting down another person. So like on the beach mott and the candlelight video, what we've seen is that there's never been an argument in regards to people calling each other names. What we've seen though is people responding to each other saying, I like beach mott more because of the sauce, the way it's layered, the cook of the wing, the size of the wing. Well, I like candlelight more because of the sauces they use, the way they deliver the wing, all this stuff. So there's healthy controversy.
Facts.
So that's what I see working for us.
Yeah.
But for all platforms, trends change every day. That's the thing with trends. It's a trend. It changes every single day.
Facts.
So there's always something new. At one point, there was a trend going around where the guy, like, it was people walking, and on the screen it would say, I just bought chicken nuggets from AutoZone, and then he would faint. And people kept doing different stuff like that. Like, I just ate a hamburger from Walmart, and then they would pass out.
Yeah.
Like, there's trends always changing.
It's just oversaturated, and it's just like kind of like it kills the essence of everything. Like, you got to think about it. Like, when we were kids, like, think about like 50 Cent G-Unit run. A rapper will never have that run again because people's attention spans are too
There's
quick.
so many options, bro.
Yeah, you got a million.
One
options,
person blows
like,
up. Someone blows up.
right after the next
Right
day.
after,
There's a new.
week later,
There's
another person. There's
a new
another
person. Yeah.
Like, I get people. I start seeing people on my feeds that are hip hop artists and this and that. I'm like, and there's so many comments, thousands of comments. People like, oh, yo, da da da. I'm like, who the fuck are these?
Who
people?
is this guy? I never seen him
I'm like,
before.
who is this guy?
Yeah.
Because a week later, there's another guy.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, man. It's like to stay up to like par on all this stuff. You just have to be a student and pay attention to comments and what's going on in the market. It's being a student. It's studying.
So you're saying health is very, very key.
But like healthy controversy.
You guys know Sam Sulek?
Yes, I do.
So that's a perfect example of what I
He's
feel.
a bodybuilder that like started making content, like raw, real content. But he's massive and he's openly on steroids.
Is he the guy with the long hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks kind of doofy.
Yeah.
He does not edit his content.
No.
That's where I was getting at.
Yeah.
I feel the new content is that raw stuff, kind of like you guys mentioned with Bobby Altoff, where she's just, it's not edited.
Camera shaking.
It's not manufactured.
But it's like, it's a show. She's being stupid with a star.
Yeah.
This guy is doing
That.
He's buff as hell.
Vlogs are back, bro.
Vlogs are back.
Vlogs are back.
But quicker, not long term.
No. But like you talked about that. Remember you brought that up? Like you brought that up that eventually for like snack time, we want to vlog our entire day.
Yeah.
Of when we go and do all these reviews.
That's how I do my reviews. I don't know if you guys seen mine. I don't do many, but I do once in a blue. I'm raw. It's me and usually somebody, and we'll walk in, recording ourselves. We'll eat it, the whole experience. How we got napkins, how we got the spoons, how every little detail.
But that's amazing, there is that movement right now. Like Keith Lee, his shit's raw.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Keith Lee is?
No.
He's the biggest foodie right now, by far, biggest.
Okay.
Like
he came out to New York like a month ago and
got ripped.
Got destroyed. He took recommendations from people, like,
and I don't know where he had a salmon chopped cheese.
Yeah. Oh, you seen that?
I heard of it, but I don't know.
People were like, "Yo, you come to New York City and you get a salmon chopped cheese." I don't even think he ate a regular chopped cheese while he was here.
He didn't.
That's weird.
But you know how it is. You don't know the area. You don't know what the real custom is.
But
you go there, people say,
"All right, hold up,
Orange County."
All right, but hold on, but hold up. I love Keith Lee's content. Okay, I do. I enjoy it.
Not me too. I fuck with him.
But you're gonna tell me right now you are the biggest foodie on the planet right now. You have access to actually anybody you want with a DM. Okay, you're gonna tell me right now you can't DM someone like
another foodie,
or even better, like a Fat Joe or something, and get a real recommendation from someone that's from New York. Like, how do you unless
how'd you end up with a salmon chopped cheese?
Yeah, unless it was like a parody.
That's
and he
not
did
even
like
a
but
thing.
But every New York creator down in the city ripped this man apart because it's like, yo, how do you come to New York City and get a salmon chopped cheese?
Went to the worst pizzerias too.
The thing is,
I want to know who recommended him these.
I just looked up who he is, and by his face, I did watch an interview of his
after
a
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, and that was after all happened.
Yeah,
and he was straight up. He said he's not from here. He was told by some people these are the spots.
He went to those
spots. No, but I think he did. But that's the thing. Everybody, you know how big New York City is?
It's fucking massive.
When people say, "Oh, the best," chopped cheese is popular, so that they made it one level up with some salmon. So he went stupid with it. He didn't know better.
But that's the thing too, and that like we get these conversations all the time. It's that like people, just because something's from the city, people automatically say it's better.
It's not.
100%.
What else?
The city's huge.
There's so many good places.
Yeah, to find the best, it's
take
crazy.
you a fucking lifetime.
To find the best, you got to go to Westchester.
That's insane.
Yeah, you have a fucking lifetime to find the best.
Crazy. So last time you guys were here, we touched on relationships a little bit. I know you have a child and a wife, right?
Yeah, yep.
How's that going? How's the
great,
child, the
great.
fatherhood and the husbandhood?
Amazing. My son just turned 1 on December 21st. We took him to the Poconos.
God bless.
He's watching him grow every day is probably one of the most fun, insane things I've ever seen. He's my best friend. He's my little man. He spends every day with us. He doesn't have like a babysitter. So when he comes to our businesses every single day. He's
been to meetings.
Yeah. He's been to meetings with us with like the city of Yonkers and stuff like that. And it's my guy, and I love it. So listen, don't get me wrong. It's stressful sometimes, but I love it because I didn't get that when I was a kid. I was never in rooms like the other day. We took him to my friend Chris. He's opening a restaurant in Mount Kisco. Kids running around the place isn't open yet, going behind the bar, having fun. Like, he goes to my business, he goes to other people's businesses, he's behind the counters, and it's like he's in the entrepreneur world. He sees it, he's watching it. Yeah, he's watching it happen firsthand. He stays with us. Like, now that we're doing this other place, there's been nights where he's up there with us till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, he sleeps and then sleeps in the car. We get him home. We put him in bed, and
he's like the third business partner.
No, yeah. Back up the next day, 7 a.m. You know,
he's grinding.
He's grinding with us. You know, and he loves it. And he's a friendly kid. And my wife, she's amazing too. I couldn't picture having a better business partner. I always tell people, like, because they're like, doesn't it suck having a business partner that's like your wife? Like, you know, like, and I'm like, nah, because the one thing I really like about it is So it's like when you have a business partner that is not like your significant other, you guys could argue and fight in the business, and then all of a sudden you guys go home and there's a huge gap between the next time you see each other. There's a lot of time to dwell and stuff. Every single night, no matter what kind of an argument we get into, what kind of shit hit the fan at the spa, we have to get in bed with each other that night. So we have to hash it out. It always has to get fixed, you know. So
Don't go to bed angry.
You always got to move forward, you know. So. Nah, yeah. There's no such thing as going to bed. Me and my wife were like best friends. You know, we could be at each other's throats 1 second, next second we're friggin' hugging, having fun. Like, we've been together since we were kids. We've been through it all. So it's like, I love everything about where my life is headed. You know, snack time. Like, there's just so many great things happening for me and Fran, you know, like, together. Me and Fran are super, like, involved with each other's lives. So we, like, know about the bads, the goods, the
well, I date your wife's best friend.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%, you know? So it's like, it's going good, man. How about you? How you doing?
He just flipped it out.
How you doing, dog?
How you doing?
Nah. I'm just fucking with
Every
you.
Wednesday, 6 p.m. is how I'm doing.
Yeah. How you doing?
Relationship.
Yeah, no. So I've been blessed with an amazing girlfriend. Shout out Marlene. You know, I met her through Nicky and Sandra, ironically. And no, she really is. In a very short time, we've been together for 3 years. It was 3 years on December 26th. We went to Boston and shit for a few days. But no, I really, like, I'm so grateful for the partner that I have, because she makes me a better person. And like, I'll be straightforward. Like, I am not easy to handle. My mom used to say that, like, because I can be, you know, all over the place at times. My mind's always thinking. I always have like big thoughts and see bigger picture. And like, you know, when I'm into something, you know. But she really is like the yin to my yang. Like, yeah, like any relationship, you have arguments, you have debates, you have bickerments. But like, she's my teammate. You know, like we have our boundaries. We communicate. But like, like when we first met and we started dating, like I told her, like, this is my life. This is where I want to go. So I need you to understand that and either hop on the train and punch your ticket or get off. And she totally got that. And I've gotten, you know, the chance, and she allows me to do what I got to do. Like, I'm here tonight. Like, there's no stress. There's no anxiety. She's at home. She's going to bed. Like, she's doing her thing. And like, I've been in relationships in the past where like my you know, the person I was with be blowing up my phone because like they don't understand the grind and the importance of doing things like this. She completely understands it. And I've been able to see her and been a positive influence on her life because her work ethic is bar none some of the craziest work ethic I've ever seen, and the discipline that she has. Like, she's, you know, a professional bikini fitness competitor. She's walked away from it, but like now she's back in school. But like, her dedication, her ambition, and her work ethic inspires me. Like, this girl's in the gym every day. I remember when we first started working out together over a year and a half ago, and like, she couldn't really lift much. Now this girl is fucking, you know, doing hip thrusts with fucking over 225 pounds, and she's squatting, you know, like 135 pounds for reps. And like, it's just, for me to watch that and see like the person that she's becoming is this inspiration. Like, I've gotten to the point where like, you know, if I don't see her because we don't live together yet, but if I don't see her for a few days, like, it's understandable. We're in two different places, but like, I enjoy her company. Like, we don't even have to be talking. Like, we could be just chilling, talking. She'd be on her phone. I could be reading the book. I just like knowing that she's there. And so like, to me, like, that feeling is incredible. So I would say, yeah, I tell her all the time that she's, you know, God's blessing, you know? So like, that's how, you know, without her, like, I would not have been able to get through my mom dying. Like, that would have, like, doing that on my own. Yes, I have amazing friends and family, but like, she was there she was there when I got the text. She was there every night, every day. Like, I could cry to her, all that shit. So like, that I will forever, like, no matter what God has in store, I will always be grateful for her. Always. No matter
That's
what.
Beautiful. I'm really happy that you guys are both in healthy relationships. That
Appreciate
sounds very
that,
beautiful.
But how about you?
I see that type of thing you want to do. Like, when you
No,
get to the end of
Wednesday.
it.
I had to flip it. I had to flip it.
All right, Fran, thanks for making me look like a piece of shit. No. I love you, honey. I love you.
Nah, you both said beautiful things.
Nah,
because you're in a different.
Oh, yeah, he's in a different. Like he's been with him and Sandra. Been together for
you guys are officially building not only an empire together, but a family and a life together.
Thanks.
You're still in the dating phase. You guys aren't even engaged yet.
They're past that. Like,
I'm saying it's still early for them. You guys are so in it already.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful that it's both positive for you.
Because
dating is tough.
And I can say it's like I made a decision a while ago that like she's who I want to be with the rest of my life.
Wow.
Because
beautiful.
like
just do it.
No, I'm not doing it right. No. So like
Marlene,
if she knows that,
will you marry me?
No, she knows.
Propose on Franjez's podcast right now.
Bring it through.
That'd be crazy. No, and her and I have had those conversations because like I've always been like a hopeless romantic where like my grandparents like my pop and my nana were together for like 50-something years, 60-something years. And then my grandma,
God bless.
Yeah, and then my grandma and my grandpa were together for, 60 plus years, And so watching that, just like no matter, like, look, we are human beings. We are not perfect. We are going to make mistakes. We're going to fuck up on both ends, okay? But when you're a team and you're able to communicate through that stuff and understand that stuff and move past it, like, what the worst thing for a human being to feel is loneliness. Like, I don't think people realize is that you can die while alive. You can. You can be dead. You can be completely dead. And part of that is being lonely.
It's in your head.
Yeah, you can literally kill yourself while actually still being alive and breathing because you're just an emotionless mess. Like, you're lonely. You have nothing. Like, you can die while alive. Yeah. And I think people have to realize that, look, I'm not getting on this podcast and saying that you should depend on someone else for your happiness. Absolutely not.
Nah, because you can have a million people around you that support you and you could still be.
Post Malone said it. He goes, I got this whole mansion, but I still feel alone. So it's like at the end of the day, what it comes down to is never depend on someone for your happiness. Your happiness is your own responsibility. It's a Will Smith quote. You know what I mean? Don't smack me. But like, I had to throw that in there. Ha!
I still fuck with Will Smith.
No, I like
Will
Smith. Yeah, but like he said that like your happiness is your own responsibility, and the minute you depend on someone else for that happiness, once that thing you lose that thing, you're done. So you always have to have your own life, but you want to have a partner that is going to elevate you and hold on, wow,
push you.
Push you, but they're going to elevate you and compliment you.
Facts. No, 100%.
I like it. I like that a lot. We're nearing the end of the podcast. What do you guys have coming up? Let the viewers know.
Damn. Coming up, like I mentioned before early in the podcast, we have new segments that we're working on, getting the logos worked on. But really, like Nicky and I, for Snack Time specifically, we've come to, I guess, like an agreement that like we're gonna just keep doing what we're doing. It's just building. Like we're at the building stage. We've only been doing this since July together, so it's 6 months, right? July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So we're going on 7 months. We have this is our first chance now since we are starting 2024, a fresh year. So we don't know what's going to happen. But like what we have planned, new segments, new style of content, bigger and better collabs, introducing new people to the Snack Time universe.
Yep. Better
quality. Eventually, we want to build out like a little team for ourselves that is involved in the production. But we're really right now in grind mode. There is no trying to monetize an audience. There is no releasing merch. There's none of that. Like right now, we are in full blown brand building mode. It just brand. And then, from there, just seeing what opportunities open because, like, we teach something at Why Not You. It's called LILO. Brand creates leverage, influence, longevity, and opportunity. That is where we're at right now. It's like, how do we create influence? How are we influencing people? How are we able to leverage the attention that we have? What opportunities is going to open? And what type of longevity, which is the final. That's really, if you work it backwards, longevity is what we want. Like, Snack Time to us is the same way I look at Why Not You. When we're dead and gone, like Snack Time shouldn't die with us. So trying to figure out how to make that fucking happen. Maybe Dom can take it over.
No, yeah.
What do you have coming up?
Me personally?
No, personally, your iconic, anything.
Yeah, we got Goshen and everything. This is all Snack Time though, So it's like Snack Time is, listen, it's
It's all fueled by Iconic and Why Not You.
Yeah, so that's
we are those.
Like it always trickles back to our business. That's why we never have to be like, like showcase our businesses first. We're never like that because
we are that.
Exactly. I'm Iconic. He's Why Not You, and like honestly, we love each other's businesses just as much as we love our own. Like I would do anything for Why Not You. He'd do anything for Iconic.
And he has. I've asked him to like stuff in the past, like, yo, can you put this together for us? Blah blah blah. But it's just like one of those things where for us, it's making sure that we are open to the blessings that we have in front of us. We're open to the opportunities, the people that we can meet, the conversations that we can have. And like really, I think our main goal is highlighting the small businesses, but it's also building a real brand.
Yeah. And you can't chase the money, you got to chase the dream.
Yeah. You got to just do what's required of you.
Don't chase the followers and stuff, because if we were chasing the followers, like we would have gave up a long time ago. We had multiple back-to-back million view videos, and like we're not like at like 100,000 like followers on Instagram yet. So it's like you can't chase that. Just chase the growth and it'll come. Don't pay attention to it, like because I feel like when I used to like be over like just in of all like in the followers and stuff like that, that's when it would like slow down. But like anything you chase is gonna run away from you.
Just do the work that's required, and eventually you meet up with it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because
I like it.
Can't chase the money, chase the dream.
I like
it.
Sir. Any last words? This is the end. You guys dropped a lot of jewels, but if you have any more jewels to drop them now.
Yo, check us every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. And just I don't know what else.
Stay snacking, but honestly, I guess the last thing I want to say is that if you take anything from this podcast, make sure you subscribe.
100%.
All right, Franjez,
like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
This man deserves it. Like he puts in the fucking work, and
he's a legend.
He puts in the work, bro. You like when you like listen, hustle respects hustle at the end of the day. Facts. And I think for anyone out there that's feeling discouraged, if you're feeling discouraged, if you're not getting the views that you want, just remember, one day at a time. Become 1% better every single day, and that means you're 365% better at the end of the year.
Woo! I love that quote. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Peace and love.